in sauce.
Yo!
Meerkat Raw.
Yo!
Juicy, tangy, moist, gourmet level. Burger,
That's robust!
safe to swallow. Juicy, tangy, moist.
Cheeseburger!
Getting all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy zip, whirl, moist.
Burger.
Yummy and
Robust!
yo! I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joints. So I'm gonna eat this burger live with you today and share what I think about it. I'm sure people are gonna be asking me questions about it.
Yo!
Juicy, tangy, moist, gourmet level, timed release of flavors. Burger,
That's robust!
juicy, tangy, moist burger. Getting all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy, whirl, moist.
Burger.
Yo! Gout, 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 gout.
Cheeseburger!
My hand is completely covered in sauce.
That being
That being said, that being said,
That being said,
That being said,
That being said, hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right, and just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. AL Team Insider, the legend, fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Speak to the Dead, psychological style host. Get well soon, man. Me, your cat. Artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Kind of. Oh my God. Sav, you can't say that on air, okay? We got to keep that down. But keep that behind the scenes, all right, Sav? Okay.
All right.
What's up, everybody? Can you believe it? We're here again. Yesterday we did it one time. Now you get the salty, raw run back. It's going to be hype. In the house, kind of Sav. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It is nice to have you with us here today. Steve of the Dead in the house as always. Hello, Steve.
Hello. Sorry, just finishing the brew.
Nice. Is that a tea-style brew, coffee-style brew, or are you being
It's
on
a
brand?
tea-style brew, yeah.
Of course.
It's a
I
tea-style
knew
brew.
it. I just knew it. All right, Meerkat, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. I'm about to go full-on celebration mode and have my first beer in like 2 months.
Ooh, for what? For what reason have you been abstaining, sir?
No, I just feel like drinking, kind of.
Okay,
Because it goes surprisingly well with shit-talking some losers online, so we're about to do that. So let's go.
Definitely. So I think first we should start with kind of Sav's origin story. We always like to get that going. So could you please let us know your origin story of how you get into all this nonsense known as lolcows? Come on.
Oh my God. Well, I've said this before, and I'll always say it. Amberlynn will always be my first love.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot more about Amberlynn than any of these people, but DSP is pretty fun to follow too. Yeah.
Again,
real
then,
ones
so
I remember.
uh-huh.
Oh, I was just gonna say, a couple
Yeah.
years ago, I was restreaming Phil with Blooper World Order.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like a million years ago now, but here we are.
Okay, so I want you, because I also have taken interest in Amberlynn. And by the way, me and Sav are recording a react to Amberlynn tomorrow, so that'll be out on WPIG soon. But I want to know, in your mind, how are Amberlynn and DSP related? Because I say they are extremely related. What would you say their comparisons are?
Amberlynn and DSP are like two people that live probably as different lives as possible from each other. Amberlynn's like a fat idiot who lives in the South. She's super gay, super liberal. Phil's just an angry old man that plays video games. But they have so much in common. They have so much in common. I think they're linked by their narcissism. They do the number of things they do that are the same, despite having such different life circumstances, is fucking crazy.
Yes, and if it's ever a time everyone's interested in getting into the Gorl World, now's the time, guys. I promise you it is, because like we said, there's Amber is now, I'll make it the Cliffs Note version. Amberlynn is now dating a feeder who, not even that many months ago, killed their previous partner by feeding them too much. And I think that's as into it as I need to get. It's kind of sad. That is factually correct, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. That's the girl
I need
token
a girl
is way
like
up.
this. If there's any feeders in chat right now, DM me on Instagram immediately.
Yeah, that is factually fucking based, and that wouldn't be the worst way to go. Good point, Lost in Technicolor. Real quick, got a question in chat from Snorlax here. Are you Team Becky or Team Destiny? Got to get one Amberlynn question out for you.
Oh, Team Becky. Team Becky. Real ones will know why I'm Team Becky. I'll tell you what. There was briefly a Kinda Sav YouTube channel that did pretty well, and I was a Becky style follower, actually. Becky's my girl.
There we go. Big ups. All right, Team Becky in the house here. So I think before we get to the nonsense of today, let's go to, well, it is the nonsense of the day, actually. Let's go to Twitter real quick, okay? So our boy DSP is very busy, of course, and he always has time for his business, and he does no time for nonsense online. But we had a busy night on Twitter, so I'd like to show it to you here. We had a tweet here that was found. DSP, it's a video of Nick Fuentes with Destiny surfaces online is the headline here, and not to get too deep in the weeds here.
More like, let me rephrase it in a way that would clarify exactly what the video is about.
Please.
A video of Destiny with Nick Fuentes' pee-pee in his mouth has surfaced online.
However, that is not Nick Fuentes. It is not. Factually, it is not. That is the meme that this headline was happened after that, and now people have been running with that. And as Philip did, he's quick to jump on that as well. There is a video of the Destiny doing some fellatio style actions, but it is not Nick Fuentes. Unfortunately,
style is just it's a wonderful thing.
As funny as that would be, it's not him. But yeah, go ahead, Meerkat.
These are the times where I miss Sam, because if he was here as the oral expert, we would have had to ask him to analyze the video and tell us exactly what's going on there from a technical point of view.
Yes.
Great the technique.
Yeah.
So so a lot of people were sharing this Nick Fuentes, fueling rumors over their relationship, and Philip said this following tweet. It happened again. I never have to lift a finger. It appears it always was a buyer's market for cars, Destiny. And this is what we call an attempted felt. All right, pretty safe to say this wasn't a felt. So my question to the panel is thus: how does making fun of you for saying it was a buyer's market for cars go in line with doing a homosexual act? I'd like to ask. Meerkat, I'll throw it to you first.
Well, first and foremost, this is DSP yet again holding a grudge eternally. Yes. But it wasn't just about the buyer's market, because if you guys remember when DSP was whoring himself out like a street prostitute for an interview initially, Destiny or Density or Destiny, anyways,
nailed it.
He offered to have him on, and then afterwards admitted that he wanted it to be a trap. They wanted to ship Phil in, like fly him out, and then start asking him questions about champions. I remember I watched that clip. It was so cute. They thought it was actually happen.
Yes.
So obviously DSP as a DSP, he never let go of it, and he was lurking and stalking like a good little hater for this guy to have his downfall or for people to make fun of him for something. And now he's trying to have his pro Jared 2.0 moment, which obviously, if you look at the engagement of that tweet, that's not happening. But yeah, it's just an average dark side Phil activity.
Oh, but if we get like another debunk stream off this, though, that'd be glorious.
That would be good. That would be good if we can get another debunk.
That happened last time with the Pro Jared thing. So
debunk by
but
saying
yeah, like Mika
that's
said,
not
he's
true.
holding the insult, wasn't it? Didn't Destiny also insult him when he did the whole the garage didn't tell me that I had to bring my car in for an oil change?
Yes, he kind of did a
the
lot
market
of
for cars comment.
Yeah, well, Philip is an idiot for cars. I mean, we all know that. And Destiny just was watching something in Philip's stream and was so shocked by what he heard, as anyone would be, that they didn't tell me I had to change my oil. And he commented on that. And Philip didn't forget it. And just a reminder, I believe that was literally 10 years ago. Or 9 years ago, I believe. So, yeah, we definitely don't hold on to grudges, though, at all. Definitely. So, El Shoshone adds, so are you a proud ally or not? Shout outs to El Shoshone here. And Philip Choose is now engaging with the trolls online and says, this literally has nothing to do with the subject matter, which is another of my haters getting publicly embarrassed for something they did far worse than anything I ever have. In this case, a leaked sex tape, you dunce. So again, yeah, go ahead, please.
Here's the thing, man. People don't hate on him exclusively for the shitty things he's done and being mean to his fans. They hate on him just because he's very hateable and generally a very unpleasant person. When he's not trying to be fake as fuck. When he's trying to be fake as fuck, he's just vanilla and boring. Yes. And when he's himself, he's just a piece of shit. So it doesn't matter what the guy did, which is, I admit, super embarrassing, and he's gonna be get made fun of for this for years to come. Just like when it was when it became known that he's a cuck, people still making fun of him for that with good reason.
Yeah,
but DSP is just being a fucking DSP. That's why they hate him. It's not because of the heinous acts he's done.
Yes, and as you said, as many people are responding to, it's not like he ever did anything embarrassing sexually, right? Right. And
I don't know if I understand the premise of his attempted felt. Is he saying Nick Fuentes is a car?
Whoa.
No, it's because of the car thing. I'll bet Destiny said something like you were a mark and they read you. You know, because he did. He went in and he's every time he's gone to the garage, they've upsold him and he's bought it. So I think Destiny pointed that out because of the oil change stuff and because of Phil's rant about that. So Destiny was probably like, oh, bro, you were a mark.
Okay, so I get it. Yeah. He's saying, well, yeah, I got upsold on a car, but you're gay.
Yeah.
So felted.
That's the long and short
You're a
of it.
victim of revenge
fucking
porn.
Got him.
So.
At least, my response, at least Destiny got laid in some form or fashion. DSP was just, solo
also,
action.
Something people don't point out is that there are other clips where he is having sex with a woman, and she is more attractive than the women that DSP has sex with. So I'm just putting this out there.
Just giving you all the facts. I think, and then a lot of people are even saying to Philip, like, it's stupid, it's wrong. He's not getting the response he's wanting here, obviously, and I don't think he's going to bring it up on today's show, is my prediction, because he realizes how dented this what attempted felt was. Like, you really are felting someone by... You're felting someone by restating the thing that you said that was so dumb that just by saying it, you're making fun of you, right? So Destiny really made fun of him for saying it was a buyer's market for cars, repeating what Philip said, because that's such a highly, highly regarded statement that, Philip's bringing it up again to saying like that, okay, I felt you. It was a buyer's market for cars, actually, but... All right. Meerkat, you also noted that he did stop paying for premium Twitter, I think, right?
Yes, by the way. I guess he might have seen how much money he made from the engagement, because, Twitter now pays for the engagement you get.
Yes.
So he might have seen that, much like with the YouTube Shorts. Remember when he did YouTube Shorts for about like a month?
Yep.
Yep.
They were great.
Remember the short schedule was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, those are classic.
Oh, dude.
Don't make me bring them up.
I was a big fan of the short schedule. He's like this. He's like, now guys, and then he just reads this little chart.
He would try to find new backdrops.
The boomer pause. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey guys. Don't make me bring them up. I will. All right, I will. Fuck it. You asked for this. You love this. But anyways, yeah, it's very identity take, and also go ahead.
Counterpoint. I have to say, he will bring it up. I think he can't resist this one. It's coming up on the stream. This, and yet another one of my detractors has felted themselves again. Well, that and more on today's episode of the Level 1 podcast.
It's happening. All right, I'll say no. My money's on no. Let's get your official guess, please, Sav. Is he going to bring that up or no?
I think he will.
Okay, Meerkat.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 because today is also an unscheduled technical support stream.
Good point.
So,
as we're going to learn later on. So he might or he might not. Or I think he might gauge it based on the amount of likes that tweet got. If it got more likes than he expects, he's going to talk about it to bump it further. If it didn't, then it's a flop. So he's going to ignore it.
In it.
It got 24 retweets and we're popping off 20K views. This is very viral. Oh, you can hide your check mark. So he could be hiding it. But why would he hide his... I don't see him hiding his check mark. I don't see him knowing where that feature is if he knew it exists, right? That's the problem.
Plus, he was proud of it back when it was a thing, so there's probably still that attachment to it.
Here we go. This is the short schedule for November 6, 2022. Our clocks are changing.
What's up, everyone? So a big important update. Remember that overnight here in the United States tonight, we change our clocks back an hour because daylight saving time is ending. That means all my streams moving forward for the next many months until it starts again, probably in March of next year, will all be an hour later.
Okay.
So for Sunday, November 6th, 2022, the first stream will be the conclusion of A Plague Tale Requiem at 10:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay.
You get the point. You get the point. I'm gonna watch the
probably will happen in March. Like it's a regular event that doesn't happen sort of around the same time.
I'm not wasting my time on that. Real quick, I want you to direct your attention to the right side of the screen. Now, if you remember yesterday, we talked about this panel change. And we did mention how it looked a little strange how the left one on the left, there was one blue one on the left and all the rest are white on the right side of the screen. But it seems that we made a change now, Steve, so you should be pleased that your feedback is getting taken very seriously, at the very least.
Could we bring up like the before and after? Do like, spot the difference?
Yeah. Definitely. So this one was before, as you can see. Big up to Snorper now. As you can see, there's no blue on the right. Then we go back, and now it's there. And we also lost some weight. All right. So anyway, this was a massive breaking news here 10 hours ago. We're talking 4 a.m. or something, Western Pacific time. We had to make a big announcement, guys. I don't know if you heard about this, but let's check out this new announcement. Something alert. Here we go.
What is up, everyone? Phil here. And things look a little different.
What the fuck?
What is up, everyone? Phil here.
What's that? Why is there a side demon already? What happened? What are we looking at? Anyways, moving forward positively.
And things look a little different if you haven't noticed.
What?
Basically, I'm making a very quick special video right now on my day off, which I should not be doing. But I need to do this because it's very important, okay? So here's the deal. My old PC is on its last legs.
We already knew that.
Friday night, after I finished my DS Politics show, I went to upload videos.
Yeah?
The PC would not agree with me.
The PC would not agree with me. Like it's someone to agree with or disagree with. Okay. And I like how he says I shouldn't be making a video right now. What does that mean? I shouldn't be doing that. All right? I shouldn't be doing it, but
there's only a couple of minutes until the offer on the multi-$100 pull box goes off, and I should be doing that right now instead.
I should be having a fun time pulling, yeah.
Videos kept...
I like how we're in our casual off-day wear, too. That's very hype. We don't, this is our casual wear. Yeah. Fellow gamers, hello.
Everything out, uploading like 10-20% and then just stopping and wouldn't resume. And I tested the videos. They are not corrupted.
What?
It's not that. It's actually that the PC is screwed up. Okay? And that's
convenient
not good,
timing.
Really crazy. It happened just today. Really weird. All right.
See,
all right.
That's a big problem.
Go ahead.
Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I've had issues every now and then with YouTube where I'll be uploading a video and it will pause. It will sort of like just stick at like whatever percent it's done. And it waits for a while. And you can either wait for it or you can refresh and try again. But it's like, I would assume that's YouTube. I'd be like, oh, YouTube's not uploading it anymore. Maybe my internet's died at one point, or maybe something's happening. I don't know. Maybe someone with the browser. I would be like, my PC's not agreeing with me. I need to make an emergency video right now to let everybody know. Hands are tied. We've got to force the migration.
And maybe he's going to explain this later, but we uploaded this video without issue.
I was going to say, you're making a video to say you can't upload videos.
Maybe he'll explain it. He definitely wouldn't lie.
This guy, isn't this the same guy that has 50,000 external hard drives and also multiple other computers in the household that he can use to drag and drop a video on YouTube?
Interesting. He has computers touching each other back to front, like the human centipedes. This situation, so he could just drag them ass to ass, drag it through. You know, it's pretty easy.
Problem. The good news is, as you know, I have my replacement PC already. I have my external capture card.
Okay.
I'm literally waiting on an adapter to arrive, and then I can actually get 4K capture and everything on it. Now, I'm not planning on doing 4K capture on it right away. However, obviously, I want to be able to do everything.
What's that mean?
The truth is, right now, I could plug that capture device in there and do all the way up to 1440p streaming.
Oh my God.
Which would be great, I think. I don't think that would bother anyone. It would look amazing, right? So
that wouldn't bother anyone.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Because this computer is giving me so many problems.
Yes.
I don't know if I can upload or not. Like no lie, the Level 1 podcast, I didn't even upload. I had to rip it from the stream. I couldn't get it to upload. The hard drive would not agree with me. It would not upload to YouTube. It kept erroring.
Hard drive broken, need new PC. So that's the long and short of it, I guess. You know,
I love how he's diagnosing the issue without actually going through any kind of a troubleshooting process. You just see it. Oh, it doesn't work. I need a new PC. It could be like 20 things that are going on just in his web browser that don't allow him to upload the video. But who fucking cares? We got a new PC.
Maybe it could be the fact that like it's been on for half a year.
Oh, that could be too.
Like without break,
And
throw money at it.
Anyways, he got the new PC there regardless, so he's gonna switch over. What annoys me is that, like the DSP he needs to make a weird, like a anxiety video about it, a weird like a emergency video about it. This is like the least chill guy on the planet.
Okay, so I haven't seen this video, but I just know we're gonna make this about money, aren't we? Right? We're gonna get there, aren't we? You know, just count on it.
oh, dude. Oh my God, I just remembered towards the end of the video, it gets amazing, by the way.
Okay, sweet.
We're
okay.
I don't know.
Did you say he uploaded this? Sorry.
Yeah,
Did you say he uploaded this in the middle of the night or something?
It was 10 hours ago from now, so that's 9 a.m. my time. He's not up that early over there. He's up. That's 1 a.m. That's 1 a.m. here. Not 9ish. It could be not that
like
crazy.
6 in the morning.
Not that crazy. But he's a very busy boy. Don't worry. He stays out of the office definitely on his off days. Spends a lot of time with his wife. Definitely true.
This video, I hope so, because it's a short one. I need to change the schedule for Sunday, the 1st of December. It was going to be Level 1 Podcast and Stalker 2, but I don't think I can do that.
Oh no!
I don't even know if I would be able to upload the 3 Stalker videos, quite frankly. I don't know if they would work. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is I am going to formally try to get my new PC working.
What does formally mean? What a formally try. Yeah.
He's gonna put on a suit and tie before he hits the power button.
Invite only, assholes.
To the best ability that I can. Okay. Now the adapters didn't arrive. They're arriving tomorrow. I bought a different adapter. That's the wrong kind. I accidentally bought the adapter.
The most stupid thing.
All right. So let's count the self-felts. First, we bought an adapter that our computer did not have a connection for, right? We could have found that out in the Amazon listing. Didn't care.
Went for the most
expensive. Oh, yeah, that one. I didn't even go through that far back, but you're right. Motherboard didn't fit the internal capture card. Okay, so fuck that shit. Buy another one. Went on Amazon.
Oh my God.
Sort by highest price to lowest price. Bought the highest one with a fucking Thunderbolt connector. Computer does not have a Thunderbolt connector. Then we have to buy a connector for that connector, and we bought the wrong one there. Nice. How much more shit can we buy?
Wait, I'm confused because he says that like adapters add lag. Do you remember when people were like, why did you buy a new joystick? You could have just got an adapter for your other joystick. And he was like, well, that adds lag. And but now, we're daisy chaining things, basically. Yeah.
Please tell me he's buying an adapter to put on that adapter. Please. Adapter. Please.
An adapter. That's the wrong kind. I accidentally bought the adapter that, as you can see, is the adapter to get USB-A to plug into USB-C. Well, I need C into A to get this capture device to do 4K on my...
Dude, that's a second look. Look at the listing on Amazon, and you can see if that's what you need or not.
There's like a big ass photo of it right on the box. Too.
I know.
It's amazing.
Don't read. Just look at the picture before you buy. Can we make that leap to read and look at the picture? Oh my God.
Literally his one job. Literally the one job he has.
Yeah.
And he can't do it. It's fucking incredible.
He just like loses control on Amazon. I think he sees something. He's like, I kind of might want this. I'm buying it. I don't think he even looks at it.
And especially when he's charged up because it's kind of like business related. So that for him is even better. Like we used to just endlessly buy figures, but you can't say that's business related. But this shit, that's business related. I can tax write off. So he just go. No slowing down. No need to worry about this.
My new PC. So I goofed, but I had already ordered the correct one as well. And
Why?
That one's arriving tomorrow. I just
That is a lie, sir.
So you bought a USB-A to C and then a C to A, like right after each other, or in the same?
That is a lie, sir. Please. Might need this. I don't know.
But I mean, do you remember how many random cables and adapters he had during the closet clean out? That's man,
true.
I think I lost count at 30 HDMI cords. I'm not even exaggerating. He legitimately had like 30 HDMI cables.
How do you?
And then last week, he's like, "Hey, I need to order an extra long HDMI cable." You know, you owned like 10 extra long HDMI cables a year ago, right?
Yeah,
they're probably still behind. They're probably still.
No, he threw them out. He threw them out. He put brand new HDMI cables in boxes with ties on them in the garbage. He was like, "Nah, fuck this. I don't need all this." It's insane just to buy new ones a year later. At least keep a couple. I don't know. I feel like a drawer of fucking. I probably have a drawer of like 80.
Everybody's got a drawer. Yeah.
Hold on to them. I don't know. Crazy.
Oh my God.
Not good.
So wait, let's hear this story again. It's definitely true, by the way, guys. He's not lying, okay? So here we go.
Well, I need C into A to get this capture device to do 4K on my new PC. So I goofed, but I had already ordered the correct one as well, and that one's arriving tomorrow. I just don't know when.
That's definitely true. He definitely already ordered the one he really needs and the wrong one for reasons.
Here's the deal. Tomorrow we will probably do a podcast.
Okay, cool.
I just don't know how long the podcast will be. It may be a shorter one. And then the whole point of me on my first stream is trying to get that new capture and streaming PC working fully. What that means is getting the new capture device working with it, uninstalling all the other crap that I had on it that I don't need anymore. Also, possibly operating system migration, because I've been recommended take that expansion SSD and put it into the main SSD slot and get rid of the old one, because the old one's actually a slow one, and I want to use the better SSD.
By the way, he's talking about the difference between M.2 and NVMe drives, which the difference can be measured in milliseconds. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing this whole migration for, is because someone told him the M.2 is better. So therefore, I have to do the whole operating system migration. Sounds good?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but what he's essentially doing is taking the F drive or the J drive, or you know, when you've got a couple of hard drives in your computer, he's taking that from one computer and putting it into his other computer So it could be a
Yes.
C drive without any operating system software on it.
So it's tough to keep up with, but yeah, I think so.
Right.
And-
Okay. All right.
I think you might be right, but then again, I don't even know what he wants to do or what he thinks he wants to do.
Oh my God! Clinker Tinleg says they are both NVMe, and there's one's faster than the other one. Oh my God! We're doing it for those differences of speeds, really? For the operating system, which he uses what? Open OBS, close OBS, and he leaves it on the whole fucking year. Those are really important speed upgrades there. All right.
Oh, it's for
anyways.
the streaming PC, isn't it? I was gonna say, it's gonna make him better at Street Fighter, but no.
No.
What the fuck?
Bro, he can see individual frames, don't forget.
Yes.
Well,
good point.
I know. Obviously.
Only Ice Bleach is a good point. This is a guy that says 17 milliseconds is lag. Good point. And less lag is
Jesus,
also
like
bad. So
Fucking
that's true.
human brain doesn't get signals back to the nerve through that quick. Oh, mate.
But he also
on.
says it's fake, right? He says that the lag,
is-
the
yes.
ping on the games is a fake.
That's the Cannon Brothers
yeah, the
behind the
numbers
scenes.
are-
Cannon
yeah.
Brothers
it's
behind the scenes, just writing in whatever number they want.
Piss me
Those
off,
assholes. Yeah.
Just
We
want to
did
look good. Yeah.
We did have a Cannon Brothers call out, I believe, on Friday, and someone said, "Are you going to play their game?" And he said no because, I don't hold any grudge, but they kind of controlled the community for a long time. They had Evo, like they did a lot of cool shit. You mean? But yeah, he's not going to try out the game. So therefore, when that game drops, that being said, we'll be the official podcast of that game. Whether we get a sponsorship or not, I don't care. We're going to make sure it succeeds. Trust me.
We should
Trust
put a
me on that.
tournament in it. Let's do
Yes.
it.
Hey, we almost got sponsored by Scopely once, so you never know.
Oh,
They did-
peek behind
No
the
way.
curtain style there, yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those
That's
ones they
amazing.
give to everybody, if you talk about this Star Trek game or something. Anyways, we didn't do it. But yeah.
Star Trek,
Yeah. Would have been super fun. We just didn't manage to actually get the idea for it.
Yeah. We want to. If we do it, we want it to be funny, maximum funny. But we'll get there.
I also have a newer, larger SSD being donated to me, and that's coming later in the week, so I can
Right.
just use that as my storage SSD.
Donating
moving
to
forward.
me.
So there's a lot to do.
Convenient.
There's an OS migration. There's
Yeah.
uninstalling a whole bunch of junk that I put on there that I don't need. All the Elgato software I don't need anymore. Then there's getting the capture device working with it, at least at a base level 1440p, testing that and everything. And then basically just getting it ready for when the adapter arrives to test 4K. And then the last, and this is the biggest one, getting OBS to work with all of my old stuff.
Okay, here's a
Actually
tough one.
saving all the files on an external hard drive from the old computer, putting it on there and transferring it over to the new PC into storage folders, and then having all that be accessed by OBS so I can have my scenes and everything working.
By the way, this is he is packaging this as something entertaining for you to enjoy. Him moving folders from a PC to another PC is supposed to be very fun and interactive. It's
Yes.
interactive because you're going to tell him how to do it.
Yes. And he's going to bitch when he forgets to do something or doesn't know how to do something. And if you have portable OBS, which I'm sure he does not, you just take the folder into a thumb drive, put it in the new computer, drag it onto the computer, and your job is done. Philip will not. He will make it much more difficult than that. Probably on purpose, honestly, to go through more steps, But and he could recreate his entire OBS in maybe 10 minutes because he has 4 images up there. What are we dealing with here?
Yeah, but
Honestly.
he also has 400 images that just are not shown.
Oh,
Because they're
yeah.
all in OBS. It's just a
Yeah.
landfill of bullshit from like 2016 onwards, and it's all in one scene.
No, bro, you've seen his desktop. You know that is going to be like, there's one picture in his downloads folder, there's another picture in a folder that's in the pictures folder, and then there's another one that's on another drive. They're going to be all over the place. They're not all in one like OBS scenes folder or anything like that. They are everywhere.
He's got new folder and then new folder, parentheses,
Folder
1,
one.
parentheses,
Yeah.
new folder, parentheses, 2, parentheses.
Two.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And yeah, he's transferring files to an external hard drive, then moving them to the new PC instead of just plugging the old drive into the new computer. That's the long and
Yeah,
short of
that's
it.
that's not gonna do a plug and play type of thing because you're gonna open OBS and OBS is gonna say, well, files are missing from this folder, And this folder is not the same directory that you have on the external drive.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a pain in the ass.
But really, OBS has a check for missing files tool, and all you have to do is show it where they are now. It's really easy how OBS did that. But, it's not going to be that simple for Philip, obviously.
So, tomorrow we'll likely not have any gameplay whatsoever on the first stream.
Okay.
And dependent on how it goes, it may not be any gameplay at all day. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is I don't want people coming to the stream saying, where's the gameplay? There probably won't be any. I can't even guarantee you any gameplay tomorrow as of
the question to ask, SOK account holders.
now.
Is there any gameplay today?
Such a shame that he's not just had a day off that he could have done this on.
No, please. Steve, do you think he can do this on his off day? Is that something you're insinuating here? I hope you're not. He could have done this on his off day? Prepare for his job?
I don't know how to operate a household. Fair.
Yeah.
I just think, maybe there's somewhere in between that and spending time with your wife where you could just plug a couple of cables in and start copying things over.
He had to felt Destiny on Twitter, Steve. He doesn't have time.
You forgot about that? It's a very important job. Dumb fucker.
Steve Sonic once said, I retract my comments.
You had to spend all day workshopping that one.
Thank you.
You may notice
Backspace and then trying it again,
different. Maybe looking at this video and be like, wait a minute, Phil looks different. What's going on? I just rearranged my whole setup. I have a brand new lighting system that just
lighting system.
My God.
Brand new.
He just said what? I was like, what is he fucking talking about? He said, I may look different for you now. He just said that. I may look different to you now. All right, I'm playing it again. Just stay with it. Stay with it.
You may notice something a little different. You may be looking at this video and be like, wait a minute, Phil looks different. What's going on? I just rearranged my whole setup. I have a brand new lighting system that just arrived. It is now
I have a brand new lighting
system. It's way more professional than the ring light that I was using. And it now lights
Hey, Nick, did you notice it went up then?
Dude, I fucking hate this. This is so bad. It sucks. I hate it because this is like having fancy shit for the sake of having fancy shit, even though it doesn't belong anywhere. It's the same thing with the fucking epic streamer noise cancellation panels behind him. Is the same shit with the LED little panel that he has to put his face on. It's just having shit for the sake of it existing, so he can be like other streamers that he despises. That's the best.
And I did find the lighting system, well, what I think to be the lighting system, all right, on the line. And why I say that is, he talked about how once he gets his new lighting system, he can hit a button, and like when cops are chasing him, he can hit the cops button and let it go the lighting for that. And I found this one here for $80. It has cop car lighting available, and I think that's pretty much it. I think that's it.
Well, do we have a tax begging lighting?
IRS begging lighting. The price on this is $80, I believe. $80. So not
too
insane.
bad.
But if you already have
those rectangular panels, that's what the lighting's. Do you get two of them for that money, or do you get one?
So that's your setup. You get two. It's $80 for two. That is a dimmable, edge-emitting, silent webcam video light with desk stand, and I think that's what we're getting here. That's my guess. It was a Black Friday deal too.
Even more insane.
Yes.
That room is a fucking disaster, and he's gonna add these fucking light stands on either side of his. Where's he even gonna put them? He has like a sizable distance to his TV, doesn't he?
We're running out of places
as well,
for wires. Yeah, where are the wires going? And it's he talks
he's gonna
about
have to order a clamp to put it on top of his monitor or something. Something new he's got to buy.
The app is there, and it's compatible with the Stream Deck. So I think all those hints led me to believe that's what he's talking about.
Has he started using the Stream Deck? Or not yet?
God,
he's gonna do it on the new one.
New one.
And it is. I think he thinks Stream Deck is automatic, so you just like, all right, push a button. That's go to my next scene. He doesn't know you have to set that up yet. Like he doesn't think that's part of it. I think, and I don't think he's ever going to use it honestly, because you do have to do a little bit of setup there. He thinks it's very automatic, but.
Oh, I can smell a 4-hour stream of him sitting there pressing buttons, asking people if they like the sound. Do you guys like this? How about this one? How about this one?
Oh, yeah.
I can play this for $50, you guys. If someone sends a very generous donation, I can play this sound.
Whatever you do, just whenever he does an applause sound effect, say it's awesome. That's the key, to say he loves it. And then get him doing the review tech one. That's what we need right there. Come on.
Love this. Or maybe he can get some Kino Casino voice clips of like, felt it. And he can spam this.
Fat
the amount
cat.
of like light pollution.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
right.
I was just
No,
gonna
no.
say the like light pollution coming from that fucking room. He's got the two big ass PCs throwing off their own lights. He's got the lighting behind him. He's got that little pixel screen, and now he's gonna have these big panels too.
And
That room's gonna look fucking crazy.
Where can the cords go? It's my question. You can't walk anymore. You see already how it is. Now we're adding two new lights to that.
To be fair, you could get batteries for them lights. But they have their own batteries that plug it out. Because I've got one of the. He's got new air, and I've got one as well. And yeah, they're quite good. But if he's having them as close as it looks like he's going to have them, he's going to be sweating his tits off halfway through the stream.
That'll be great.
At least he's finally going to get some tan.
That's good.
Damn.
By the way, guys, I was about to push play here, but remember, this is DSP. You might be thrown off by the new lighting system. This is DSP. Don't be alarmed. It's not anyone
if it
else.
looks
It's
different.
DSP. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just to make sure you know that, guys. Here we go.
So what we could do tomorrow is test this light as well. Right now, it's just above my camera, a little bit behind. Maybe I can get it right behind the camera. The camera is now centered to the wall.
Whoa.
So now, as you can see,
No,
I
it's
made
not.
my background setup match perfectly, symmetrically, which is really cool.
Unfortunately, my face doesn't do the same, but the background does.
Before it was lopsided. Now it's symmetric in the office. I'm actually flat against the wall now.
Symmetrical.
Get flat.
Tomorrow we got a lot of work to do. We got to mess with this. We got to mess with the PC, with the capture device, and OBS, and try to get everything working. And my goal is that hopefully by the end of tomorrow, Sunday, the 1st of December, it's 100%. And now moving forward, we could just use that from every day now on, and don't have to worry about the old PC anymore.
Right.
Okay. Now I hope it works. Now here's the other thing.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Here's where you come in, motherfuckers.
By the way, this is the best part.
All right.
Ooh, I'm so
Get a
excited.
load of this shit.
No. What's going to happen
Yeah. Go ahead.
in regards to the streak?
No.
I don't know if people are going to show up to watch me do this PC work. You know,
What?
very well. Many of you are like, I'll be back when Phil's going to do gameplay or whatever.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I have no clue if people are going to show up and support. So it's this simple. For one day only, Sunday, December 1st,
Okay.
I am suspending the streak.
Oh,
I am not holding anyone accountable.
Suspending the streak. It's like
I am not holding anyone accountable, is what he says.
Oh my God! Hold on. Hold on.
Sunday, December 1st, I am suspending the streak. I am not holding anyone accountable if we don't
What?
hit goals tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised.
I am not holding anyone accountable.
Insane word choice. That's fucking crazy.
I am not.
That shows you how he feels about the rest of the time.
Absolutely.
I've made this streak a thing. You have to keep giving me money to keep this streak going. And if the streak ends, it's because you didn't give me money. So it's you who have the fault. It's fucking incredible. That is a Freudian slip right there.
That's amazing. I will not hold you accountable.
Surprised if I
Don't worry, guys. I won't get mad at you. I won't get upset with you.
The thing is, Steve, with this new age of DSP, I don't even think this is a Freudian slip. I think he 100% intended to say it, and just because now he's so freely, in such a relaxed way, is revealing everybody his fucking scams and manipulation tactics and ways that he exploits people, and he just straight up saying it. Yeah, tomorrow the streak is off for this one day because the streak doesn't mean shit and it doesn't matter at all. It's just about the money, and I'm not gonna hold anyone accountable because I expect them to pay up.
It's like, let's say you got a favorite football team and they won 4 games in a row, but the next game they're playing the best team in the world. Like, all right, guys, we're going to suspend the streak for 1 game because, I'm not going to hold you players accountable for this one. It's going to be pretty tough tomorrow. So we're going to suspend the streak, but it will pick up, our win streak will pick up the next game. Okay? That's what we're doing right now. Okay? But anyways, here we go.
I am not holding anyone accountable if we don't hit goals tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't make $1 tomorrow. All right. Now, if I do hit my goals, superb, I'll count it. Because obviously we're counting towards bigger goals. Like if I hit 276, I said I would play Stellar Blade, right? I don't want to not count it.
180
This is so
away.
great. What a great official formal streak that people should respect. Because, you know, today it doesn't count, but if we hit it, it does. So, yeah.
All right. No risk streaks. I love these.
Tomorrow. But I don't want to hold anyone accountable for having to be here
Again.
and contribute to a stream when all I'm doing is trying to get a new PC working. I don't feel like that would be fair. Okay? So tomorrow's a very different day. It's going to be a level 1 podcast, and then it's going to be basically messing with this PC and this lighting all day long, getting it working, upgrading, and getting things basically ready for the rest of this month and into the new year. All right? So, thank you guys. I know this looks weird. You're like, Phil's centered. I'm looking at my own screen. I'm like, dude, I look so different. The lighting's different. I'm centered.
No.
It looks so bizarre.
Did the camera
Same-
move a little bit, or
Yeah,
did I imagine that?
he has the tracking
you're not
on.
imagining
He has the tracking on. He didn't turn it
How
off.
can you
doesn't
say
have
it's
to turn it
perfectly
off.
centered?
So tomorrow will be an
It
interesting...
automatically gets centered.
Yeah, so it automatically centers to wherever but if he moves, like when he sways, it goes insane.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like how can he guarantee it's centered if the tracking is on?
He'll start
Also,
swaying.
if you'll notice, the blue panel over his left shoulder, the striations in it, the lines, they match up with the ones above it, so it looks like a nice pattern, but on the one over his right shoulder, it doesn't. And that's driving me mad. That's all I can say. So while he's going like, yep, it's all perfectly centered now, I'm thinking, no, it's not. Look, can you not see that right there?
Piss me off, Steve. Don't point that out.
Yeah.
That'll get
what are you
fixed. Don't
doing?
worry.
What are you doing watching a Dark Side Phil stream and expecting things to be symmetrical?
Yeah,
Just look at his face.
shut the fuck up.
The lighting's different. I'm centered. It looks so bizarre. I know. So tomorrow will be an interesting day. I hope you'll join me for it if you can. If not, if you're not interested and you want to come back when gameplay's coming, I wish I could tell
When's
you
that?
when. Depends on how tomorrow goes. All right. Thank you so very much for understanding. And I will see you all tomorrow for PC Setup Day.
All right.
Let me give you
sounds
my
good to me.
speculation.
Please.
I think he did this whole video because of that last 1 minute.
Yes.
Where he talks about, oh man, I don't know about the streak, so you guys just make sure to swing by, you know what I mean? And also, he got a thing that every bad thing that happens to him is the worst thing that's ever happened, so we need to let everyone know.
Yes.
And this one of those times.
I do have to show you this, guys. I have been sent this. It's from a hit. Some people from WPIG might have seen this, but I don't think you've seen this yet, Meerkat, specifically. I want to show you. Some people have found a video from one of these old hard drives from DSPs. They have sent it to me. This is definitely real. There's no nonsense going on here. Just anyone might think that. It's definitely real. And I will bring it up for you now. Just be careful.
I never know if you're
It's-
serious when you say that.
No, this is definitely,
A little
this is very,
scared.
it's extremely serious. Everything's real about this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here, I'll do a loop it here so you can see it. This is, when I first saw this, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what happened after that picture, but it's wild what we can see here.
Wow.
A lot of people have speculated there was something romantic between them, but we didn't have the proof, and now we do. And it's honestly, I hope it's freeing for Philip.
My daddy taught me that you shouldn't play with it like that.
Look at it. It's a passionate kiss, too. It's not just a quick one.
No. They
Look in each other's eyes.
God damn it. We talked about Destiny sucking an actual pee-pee, and it still wasn't the gayest thing to happen in this episode. It's impressive.
There we go, though. This will be a DSP throwback someday, though. Don't worry. It'll be a DSP throwback. Another little
Oh,
thing
you know
I
what?
wanted. Yeah.
I think he might actually AI generate a plot line where him and Rambo actually didn't get separated and try and pass it off as the real thing, like 5 years from now.
Well, we know that he watches the show, so
Yep.
he's just seen that.
What little
Phil,
thing?
right now in Renton, he's
Yep.
watching this going,
So get this, my detractors make
off.
AI stuff. Anyways, shout outs to Cerulean86 for sending me this. This is from DSP's politics stream on Kick. A lot of people were saying, when Philip was saying, stop wasting taxpayers' money about the American politics, someone wrote this in chat and says, didn't taxpayers clear $100,000 of your debt? And one of Philip's moderators pinned that and then unfortunately got banned.
Yep.
So
And you know
shout out
what?
to
It was
that
there
mod,
for like a full. It was there for like a full 4 or 5 minutes before he took it down.
Nice.
It was there for a long time. It was awesome.
Nice. Big ups, whoever did that. You're a legend. Also, speaking of computer stuff, I do want to I really apologize, guys. We got to chill for a second. We got to pay some bills here. This is a quick advertisement, but really fast. I do apologize for this.
Skytech PC. Here is the Beast. The new Beast capture and streaming PC. Beast thermal take fans, thermal take case. Beast water cooling or liquid cooling. I don't think it's water cooling. I think it's liquid cooling. Ginormous GeForce RTX 4070 Ti Super graphics card. Beast GeForce RTX 4070 Ti Super graphics card. Yeah, that's where the power supply is. Insane amount of space for ventilation. As you can see, completely open for ventilation. Ease of use. A Ryzen 7 processor. Ryzen 7 processor. The exact speed. Obviously, you want the nice glass side facing you so you can see all the pretty RGB. I see a reset button, headphone jack, microphone jack, USB 3.0, USB 3.0, Type C USB 3.0, and of course your power button. Good front loaded connections there. I don't even know what all these are. These two are for the built-in.
What?
A Type C USB 3.0?
I love when he tries to add like kind of the closing statement. You know, if you had any kind of brains about what you're talking about, you can kind of always do that, you know? Like, so anyways, yeah, that's that'll be good for when I want to do this. But he just says like, good front-loaded connections there. Definitely.
I loved that all the ports were on the front.
Yeah.
USB 3.0, USB 3.0, Type C USB 3.0, and of course your power button. Good front-loaded connections there.
Definitely.
I don't even know what all these are. These two are for the built-in wireless on the motherboard. I will never use that. I'm only going to go wired, so Ethernet there. We got 2 USBs there. I don't know why these are red. These two are red. What is a red standard USB? I've never even seen that before. So there's a power cable, but then next to it there's a button. There's 2 things. One of it says smart mode, and it's on.
What?
I don't know what that means. I have no idea what smart mode is, but it's set to on. And then there's a button that says RGB lighting. So there it is. All right, that's what it looks like. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
This was made by the one, the only Nerd Brew, and I played it on this show, so you know what that means. You got to go follow his channel right now. Tired of it. Go subscribe to Nerd Brew. And he also lets me use the videos for intros on WPIG. Nerd Brew is a legend. Never stop subscribing to Nerd Brew as many times as you can. Go now.
I would like to note that this is still more reviewing tech than ReviewTechUSA does.
Yeah, so what, America, a little side diversion here. What reimagination of ourselves are we going through on the review tech side of things? We are now doing what now? Are we reviewing tech again? Are we felting DSP again? What are we doing exactly?
I don't know. We were just talking about the ReviewTechUSA before we went live, because me and Sav both have a very great relationship with Richard.
Yeah, he's our mutual friend.
Yeah. So what's the latest on him? Recently, he deleted his ReviewTechUSA Twitter and made a new one because he's starting fresh for like the 6th time in the last 2 weeks. He deleted his main channel, ReviewTechUSA, because he is very smart. And now he, I guess, is still making fun of DSP. And people hate it.
He's made a pivot too politically. He's a right-wing style guy. He's made a new show called The Basement Show. And he's urging you to follow him on that Twitter instead of the current one, because he won't be using it anymore, allegedly.
Wait, I thought he was a bread tuber, because his last stream is called I triggered some right-wingers, something like that.
I think it's whatever will get him ass pats at the time, to be honest with you, because he was streaming, he did like a stream of liberals crying and screaming and coping and seething, so I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
So similar to DSP, he'll do whatever he thinks is cool at the moment then, in terms of his politics.
Well, he does want to be DSP, remember? We've found that out because he used the background, so...
yes. Put on his skin, remember that?
And much like DSP, none of what he does is actually cool or gets people to like him more. So I guess, keep going, Rich. Keep working.
Well, one of the not least cool thing you can do in life is do things just for other people to think you are cool, but yet that's what seemingly DSP and Rich are both trying to do right now, which Turns out to be the most cringe thing you could ever do. But anyways, moving forward positively here. Big ups Aid Robertson for the 5 gift bomb. Big ups Aid and Becca. Karma for popping. Shadow Shogun says, where should I start to get into Gorl World? And I'll let you answer that, Sav. Where should you start if you want to get into Gorl World?
I think Amberlynn's the best, but I'm biased. Amberlynn's the best. You should watch Tom Harlock's Amberlynn video, I'd say. What do you think? That's a very solid, like, foundational course on Amberlynn read.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
Mr. Snowflake. Mr. Snowflake's great, but it's very much a deep dive. So if you really want to go crazy and, like, get all the lore, but also dedicate, like, 30 hours to watching videos about this shit, then you could definitely do Mr. Snowflake.
Yeah, what's that? Chasing the something algorithm, right? What's it called? That one series, Shaped by the algorithm. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a fucking good one. Yeah, that'll give you the whole thing. And there's of course this Foodie Beauty as well. She's a little bit more of a horror cow in my opinion. Would you agree with that, kind of, Sav? She's more.
Yeah, unfortunately, too, the content market on Foodie Beauty can be hard to wrestle with. There's not really great content on her. You kind of just have to learn it by watching a bunch of insane people.
Yeah,
it's not always great.
Nah, and other than that, I don't keep up with anyone else. Yes, please.
Can I quickly shout out the Narc Alert for like the more psychology-based approach to Amberlynn? You'd be surprised how much of that also applies to Phil.
There you go.
Oh, you probably won't be surprised.
I would not
how much
be surprised.
No,
they're the exact. They are the exact same person, and there's some phrases that they say that they both just say the same exact fucking thing, and they think they're the most important person in the world, the most special person in the world. It's amazing. Anyways, big ups to Joe. Go ahead, Meerkat.
I wanna plug a fellow criminal, Almighty Turvin. He also has a couple of streams on the Gorl, and they're very fun. You can go check him out as a gateway into that world.
Yes,
true.
And I was so stupid back in the day. I was like, I don't care about this. I'm swell DSP. I don't want to care about none of the lolcows. And I was stupid then. Now I did it, and I recommend you do too. It's very interesting. It's a nice diversion, my friends.
You know what? In regards to lolcows, I've noticed that there's a certain threshold of knowledge you need to have about them for it to become interesting.
Yes.
Because at face value, many of them seem like completely boring personalities and boring identities and presences. And then you get into it, and you're like, hey, there's something here. But it isn't for anybody. You need to find your own lolcow.
Yes, and that's exactly why people on Twitter are like, what do you guys follow DSP so much? Because they don't know anything about DSP, so they just see like, oh, he's just a bad gamer that jerked off once, guys. What's wrong with you? You know, like, that's just because they don't know enough to get it. You know what I mean? So you might be like that.
Also, it kind of depends, because sometimes it's just not the one for you. If you expect more grotesque, disgusting shit, like with Chris Chan, if you've been watching Chris Chan for 5 years and then start watching DSP, it would be like, so what's the deal with this guy? He just plays games and sucks?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, next up is Joe Dub, who says, I'd like to think being Beg 1651 is a way worse than being Gauk 9000. Anyone get the reference? Beg 1651.
Gauk 9000 is when you're sucking on the penne.
Yes. Big. So I'd like to think being Beg 1651 is way worse than being. Okay, being DSP is worse than being Destiny. I think is the reference. Big ups, Joe Dub. We got there. It was like a puzzle. I got there. I'm not old, Jay Blante. That's not true. Nerdbrew says the PC came from bad fans to disagreeing with me. And remember, that was the only problem at first, was the fans are bad, and we can't replace those, guys. We cannot replace those. But now it disagrees with me. Big ups, Nerdbrew, for the video as well. Jay Wuso says he's collecting PCs like Infinity Stones. Now we're up to legitimately 4 now, right? In that room? Streaming, gaming, mini PC, and then one more, right?
Current
Lemon.
The current lemon. Oh yeah.
Is there a laptop in that mix somewhere too?
Oh, laptop too.
Yeah, he has a laptop. Yeah, for chatting that, don't you? See it.
Nice. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Big ups.
There's a lot going on.
Harleywood says, well, guys, he can capture in 1440p. Us detractors are so felted right now. We better just move on to someone else at this point, to be honest. With 1440p, I mean, we can't make fun of him anymore, right? There's nothing else there. Big ups, Harleywood. Kenny B. Wright
said, in 1080, yeah.
Kenny B. Wright said, is this... Yeah, go ahead, Meerkat.
I enjoy this whole Sisyphus persona where he's doing all he can to push that boulder up the hill.
Yeah.
But really, it's not about the boulder. It's about the person pushing the boulder. And he will never realize that. And that's what's beautiful about this guy.
Kenny B. Wrighton says, is this the start of the third PC purchase arc? Well, I don't think it's going to go so smoothly today. You know what I mean? I think that's a pretty safe bet that it's not going to go as smoothly as he expects. And if we don't have all the setup, you know what I mean? If we don't have that fucking connections there, nothing's going to happen. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes today. But, I mean, we're never that far from our next big purchase, right? Especially when things are going so well with the streak.
But at some point, he is going to be like, why does this never work? It goes so smoothly for everyone else, but I'm DSP. It can't go right for me. It always has to go wrong for me. We're getting that.
Oh, yeah. We already are. Yeah. No, why did I expect it to go smoothly? I'm DSP. Definitely.
Fucking manufacturers. And then not putting a USB cable in the box.
Lunar Guardian. Open a crypto mine.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of... There's going to be so much computing power in that room. You might as well.
He uses it for 2 OBS scenes. That's what he's using it for, legitimately. And uploading to YouTube. That's the computing power going towards. Lunar Guardian in the house says, keep the streak alive by tipping me to watch me build a PC. That sounds good, Lunar Guardian. I will do that. We'll definitely. But it doesn't count if we don't hit it. Don't worry, Lunar Guardian. If we don't hit it, fuck it.
Your super chat doesn't count.
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
We suspended it this week.
Dare Bear in the house says, now I see why Cat... Oh, fuck, it went away. I'll get back to those. Yeah, let's do messages and I'll finish the rest of the speech. Big ups, everybody. So grateful for everybody. Thank you so much. Let's get to a few messages here. And we're going to start with the one... No, I got it back here. Let me read the one I was on because I'll never forget it. Dare Bear says, now I see why Cat takes a shower after he got off of stream. Cat, quote, sorry, Phil, I got to see Dr. Shower Wand. And Dare Bear is correct because, listen... After Philip stayed late that one time, right? Philip told the story himself. He said after he stayed late, way after the time he's supposed to be spending time with his wife, he went downstairs and then he said, Kat said, I need to take a shower. So he was later than the scheduled time, went downstairs to spend time with Kat, and Kat said, you know what? I got to take a shower. That's what Philip said. Philip shared the story.
To the moon, baby.
So it's very important their time together. It's very important their time together. And yes, the shower head. At least we know that she has a good shower head. You know what I mean? That's a positive.
Does explain why she stopped going shopping as well. She stays at home now, remember?
Why leave? It has 5 different settings, so, you know, that's good.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure one of those settings gets the job done. Those showers are now 45 minutes long.
She's got candles on. They're even above a nose line, which I don't get. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Philip walks in there. Everywhere. Yeah. If you want to use the candles, honey, put it below the nose line. That's the maximum scent permeation. Okay.
He's going in there being like, what's with this song Raccoon Eyes that you're listening to in the shower?
God. All right. Utterly Insane in the house says, note, he can see all the purchases and delivery info for the gifted NVMe drive. Also, he's been allegedly backing up his OBS configuration for months. Big ups, Utterly Insane. And I want to ask you guys, because Philip was going through his purchases on his phone, right, as you do, but he was talking about the gifted one as well in that list. Now, if someone gifts you something from your wish list, does it show up like that? I don't personally know. I wouldn't think so.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
A bad idea.
I think it does. I think people who are gifted can see delivery stuff.
Okay, so you could, if you buy something for me, I can see when it's coming for me on my Amazon.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, you can see. Oh, Logan K's there. It says you can. Okay, there you go. So it's not that insane. Iwamoto says him doing doing my taxes stream would be fun. Doing my taxes time. That should be coming up soon, right? And we made so much money.
He's already did his taxes. Nice. Taxes like 2 years in a row on his stream. It was awesome.
Big ups. Who's Poppin' says, I can't wait for the clips of him exploding at chat today. And yeah, that will be good. You know he's going to get pissed and be a salty boy, especially if the tips aren't there. But, you know, the streak's going on. NW News says a smart man would start a new OS on the NVMe drive and use the old drive as a secondary storage on the same build. This man takes 30 minutes to tie his shoes. That's why he has Velcro with those new blondes. No, I don't think he does. But anyway, big ups NWO.
So,
All right.
yeah, speaking of the streak, any of you guys know why Stellar Blade is a big deal outside of the mild sexualization of the character?
I think that because he doesn't want to do it, that therefore makes it a good goal, right? Because I don't want to do it, guys.
Wow.
Right, that's the key. Also, how he hyped up the chili was because I don't want to do it, and it makes me shit. Remember? Come on.
Yeah, I think he got too mad about Stellar Blade back when it came out a few months ago to just easily play it now because it'll make him look like an asshole. Like he needs something very strong, like a strong reason to do it, and it needs to be a lot of money.
And yeah, so we're still like 180 away from that, by the way. We're still hyping it up. Like at first it started as a joke, and now it's just become serious, like all the memes do. Like the vest was a joke at one point too, guys, but then it became real.
180 away?
What is he's at 80? Oh no, excuse me, it's 260 something, and we're at 80 something, right? We're at 90 or something. Yeah, so
oh my god,
and
dude, there's gonna be a lot of streams where the streak is gonna be suspended. I'm calling it because man, as time goes by, this whole cloud buff that he got from Kino is gonna wear out, and they're not gonna want to do much stuff with him in the future because it already worn out. The hype is gone. It's not interesting anymore.
Yeah, Keto knows that too. That's why on their fucking show, Triple P said it. Like trying to do stuff with Phil, it's really tough, guys. He's very stuck in his ways. And they were going to do a wrestling show together, and now Philip says they're talking, and it might be next year. So I'm guessing that Triple P said, "Yeah, we'll revisit this down the line. You know, let's put a pin in this, DSP. We'll talk about it next year." And that time will never come because they know the hype's gone. It is. I mean, it's just not there, and you can see from his viewership, it's not there. You know what I mean? But anyways.
Crazy's demanding such a long streak to play Stellar Blade, but he wants to make fun of Destiny for being gay. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, good point. All right, let's
he
wins
both ways because not only does he get the money, but then he also gets to do that. Oh my god, look at this! See, it's so sexualized. I told you guys, this is embarrassing. I told you it would be like this, and you're all masturbating in chat now. I can see you, because you just can't control yourself. And,
at least Derek's gone. At least Derek's gone. I would have loved to. But you know what? I wonder what Derek would have been like in chat while he played Stellar Blade. Would he be spitting out facts like usual, or would he be?
I think it's. I think that's.
Phil, can you say her name?
Yeah, like he was in chat for a long time, right? And he's not doing that for his health. I think the facts are part of the kink. So he would just be writing the facts during Stellar Blade. So that would be like, oh my god, we can't move and we're about to blast off, So
I think that might be the tripping point because I think Derek is still in chat somewhere. He's hiding under a sock account of some form, and he's doing a very good job because Phil has obviously clearly told him, look, they're trying to get me to get rid of you. If you're going to come back, be like this. Don't mention this. Don't act like this. But when Stellar Blade comes, that coon is going to take over, and he's not going to be able to strain.
I'm so conflicted on Derek because, I feel like, Derek would still be in his chat. He's such a big DSP fan. He always has been, but I feel like he doesn't. I feel like we would know. I don't think he can
so
hold
too,
back.
Yeah.
I feel like we would know. He would. There would be a different account called whatever. But it would be. Yeah, it would just. He called some normal ass name, but it would be copy and pasting Wikipedia paragraphs still,
Eric loves ferrets. This is he'd be there. I think that's so too. He can't change his entire being that quickly and easily, right? So, Anyways, let's get to. Oh, what I want to say though is clearly the streak is grinding to a halt anyway. When it's going to end, we don't know. But I mean, last week alone, guys, we had to do overtime 4 different times to make it happen. 4 different times, and the streak. Remember, we were going to start early. We stayed late on Monday, stayed later than Monday on Tuesday, day off on Wednesday night, and then stayed later than Tuesday on Thursday to make it happen. So we're getting there to where the hype is dying for everybody outside of the 2 or 3 people. So we'll see what happens then.
And anyway. I guess the whole idea of the streak is so he can own or felt the detractors. And he's just delaying the inevitable because they're just going to make fun of him regardless. Even if the streak gets to 300, it's going to end at some point and they're going to make fun of him.
Yeah. That's the thing with this doing this following of lolcows. You can always win. You know what I mean? You, as the enjoyer of what they're doing, can always win. If you just don't give a shit about it until the part that you care about happens, right? So like
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like, all right, the streak's going on. I don't care about DSP for a while. Oh, the streak ended. I'm back. Yeah, that's it. It's over, guys. You know, that's it. I mean, you can always
that's
win.
The thing. I would even say you win by default, and they have lost by default. Like this guy lost to his trolls a long time ago when he started tailoring his life around what the trolls are going to say and filtering what he says and what he shares with the world based on what the trolls are going to say. He's already lost a long time ago.
And the biggest problem with him going overtime, guys, was like, you guys just know that Duty and Memology are going to make their videos, guys. You don't want them to do that, right, guys? Like, it's all it's about is those fucking... He's so worried about the Duty video. That's his biggest nightmare, is the Duty video when the streak ends. That's what he's worried about more than anything else, you know? It's not even about the money at this point. It's about that Duty video, which is his biggest nightmare for some reason. Anyways.
The moment the streak ends, another one begins. So he'll comfort himself like that. Well, the streak ended last night, guys. So it's time to start again. Let's get a new one rolling. This is now like the 8th streak we've had.
So embarrassing.
Anyways, all right. Let's get to the messages here. Let's get to the one, the only, the big guy in the house here. Come on, big guy. What you got for us?
Hey guys, Phil's recent streams have really turned into a fucking Finom session lately.
Yeah.
There was that triple burger bullshit he pulled where he just told his pay pigs to give him an extra $100 for him just to eat more fucking hamburgers. This fucking gout monkey. All the talk about how he knows he's going to hit the goal, and it's not a question of if, despite the fact he does literally nothing but beg for the money. And he's got the confidence that other people are just going to hand him money, and he just laughs in people's faces while doing it. This is straight up Finom, man. He announced he wanted an extra $100 to eat a fucking burger and laughed. He announced he wanted $40,000 to play Stellar Blade and laughed. He laughed when PPP did that video about Phil scamming the fucking Krabby Patty.
Yeah.
And what was Phil laughing at? His fucking fans. And then these idiots keep giving him money. Just straight Finom, man. I know they say a streamer's audience is a partial reflection of themselves, so I guess Phil has cornered the market for the closeted homosexual pay pigs. Who had that on their 2024 bingo?
Oh, God. Big guy. Everything correct. You said everything correct, everything true. Did nothing wrong, big guy. And that is true. He's found people that fall for the marketing schemes as much as he does. In this case, though, they're falling for a streamer's marketing schemes instead of Jeff Bezos' marketing schemes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But that's the long and short of it. Big ups, big guy. Let's go to the one, the only, Palm Primus in the house. Come on.
Hey guys, it's Palm Primus here, and I just want to take a notice of something. DSP always said to watch his videos for full context, to never watch detractor videos or articles or forum posts about him, because most likely it's, lies and slander. So with that being said, did DSP watch Destiny's tape? Because he's talking about it like if it's true, but based off of some article, which Alt has proved to not be entirely true about the Nick Fuentes thing.
Yeah,
but the actual tape apparently does exist. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to watch that. But he's being a hypocrite, because if he didn't watch it, then why is he talking about it? So, yeah, do you think he's going to do a DSP react on Destiny's tape? You guys watch it? Probably not. But other than that, yeah, guys, keep up the great work. And yeah, that's it. Have a great...
Hang on, guys. Look at this wallpaper they have back here. Look at that. It looks horrible. Yeah. Way worse than my setup here.
Wait, this isn't Carl Sagan.
Yeah. The fuck? Yeah.
DSP's... He's the type of guy who's going to spend 3.5 seconds watching the clips where Destiny is with a woman and 2.5 hours commenting on the video where he's sucking cock.
Bingo.
For no reason whatsoever, by the way.
Bingo. He doesn't care as long as he get a felt. He doesn't think about it when he's getting a felt, guys. He doesn't think that deeply. Big ups Kenneth Douglas for the massive bomb. Thank you so much, Kenneth. We did miss that. I'm blowing the horn here. Woo! Woo, big ups, Kenneth. You're a legend. LR
We need to
says
have some gimmicks. Who can we steal a gimmick from? Who got good gimmicks for getting money?
I know. Well, we had the blow gazoo thing. We have a. I don't know. We hit a sound effect. We could do. How about this? Here we
What
go.
do we do that's above and beyond that? Can we fire an RPG? Can we like stab somebody?
I can open a Velcro wallet real quick. Here you go. Hear that?
Oh, there we go. That's it. Yeah, the Velcro.
This is you, Kenneth. Yeah, hell yeah. All right. LR says based meerkat. That's from LR. Says based meerkat. Any opposition to that? There you go.
Depending on what meaning of based we're using. If we're using the original Lil B based, sure. But if we're using the modern day based, I don't know about that.
My favorite sound effect, I couldn't find it, was when Philip said, new people are checking me out all the time, guys. I'm getting new fans every day. People are checking me out and they're thinking, I'm based. Like, you can't say you can't say I'm based.
That's amazing.
Look, Mom, people think I'm based.
Those are your internet friends, Philip. Good for you.
I am fucking based. Yeah. Christian C says, "Oh my God, Derek needs to be unbanned for Stellar Blade." Well, he wouldn't survive. That would be one way to finish him, though. I think he would not survive it. He could not. He would be.
You're gonna finish him, all right.
In more ways than one. All right, let's go. Let's go to Mario Faker in the house. Come on, Mario Faker.
Hey guys, it's Mario Faker again. And have I got a theory for you? My theory is that it is Philip that is secretly spreading the Kino Casino rumors. Ultimately, he wants Andy to break up with PvP so that he could be Andy's rebound boyfriend. It's PvP,
I like this thought.
Low-key distractor. And Andy could easily fall for
God,
Pignosis.
Mario Faker.
Anyway, thanks for putting in the double work this weekend, guys.
At first I thought he was crazy, but then he brought me right back in. I didn't think about that angle. Hey, Andy, want to team up?
He tried to do this with Jay.
Yeah.
With the ReviewTechUSA editor. When he rated, it was someone else that reached out to DSP, but then DSP texted Jay and was like, "Hey, let's have a little stream, and we're not gonna talk about ReviewTechUSA at all, just to piss him off."
Yep, legitimate said that in the DMs, legitimately.
Hey, how about if we act like we are actually going to have a fight, and then we all turn around and crotch chop them? Yeah, DX, the lads.
Yeah. And after that, let's can we just share a very sensual kiss? I'm joking, of course. I'm joking, unless.
But no, really, you can come back to my room. I've got a really big room. I bought one of the special suites. If you want to play some Marvel too, or
how about
Thank
some Rock
God
Band?
they didn't team up. Can you imagine? Have you ever sat through a J stream? I haven't, and I've tried so many times. It's fucking awful. It would have been the worst combo of all time.
I have not. I have watched it, but it's like, all right,
So
yep,
bad.
I get the point.
Yeah, it's like mixing vodka and drain cleaner. It's not good at all.
Deuce Falco with the 5 bomb. Big ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's Snood's wallet opening up, by the way.
Let's take this more further. Let's take this further.
Yeah.
What's the equivalent of filling the coffers? What's that going to be for us?
Okay, we got it. Hold on. Now, filling the something
more
that's very
paydays for Steve.
the butt fund. I was about to say, he comes up with butt fund every time. So push it further in.
We can come up with something else.
Let's tickle Steve's prostate further.
Push it up. Oh my God, Pendant Sin with the 5.
Ooh. Oh my God, it's all the way. Can't go any further.
Push it in, push it, pump it in, pump it. All right, well, big ups, everybody. Thank you so much. I think we need something more like we'll piss Philip off if he's watching more. Like, what can we fill up? Like, pilling the panda, something like that. That's more very direct.
Adding the claws to the paws.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Adding the claws back to the paws. Yeah, that's it. Oh my God. Okay, I'm making it. Don't worry, I'm on it. I'm gonna get a cat paw, and then every sub we add one back to it. So then, yeah, I'm on it. Don't worry, boys. Adding the claws back to the paws. That's what I'm talking about. Big up, Steve. Amazing. All right, let's go. All right, let's go to in honor of Steve, a British style, Bob Starsky in the house. Come on.
What's up, guys? Bob Starsky here. Hope you're all doing well. It was lovely to hear Meerkat yesterday. I've missed his laugh, as gay as that sounds. Yesterday's thing with Peter, I knew what Phil was going for. I saw the quote tweet that kind of went viral where it said, Peter's the first company to make a mixed race couple evil. Which I thought, it's a funny little silly joke. You just move on. It's like a 2-second thing. But Phil does what he does best and takes someone else's thing and just makes it so much fucking worse that it doesn't even make sense. And I thought that would be a good idea for a competition, to take a simple joke and then make it Phil's own. Something like, I ordered a chicken and an egg online. I'll let you know what comes first. And, what I'm going to do is order them both through Amazon Prime, and hopefully it comes with a competent delivery driver. Is the driver incompetent? Who knows? Maybe they're an immigrant and they can't read English. Oh, my God. Some shit like that. Anyway.
You have to tell me why.
Well. ALT, did you get your social security? I hope you did. Steve.
Thank you.
Hope the back is strong. And Sav, lovely to see you. Keep taking photos of you showing stuff off so we can Photoshop them in with Phil and Derek. And let's see if this works. Here's my dog, Logan. Speak.
Belted.
Louder. Good
boy.
We
got
it. The dog spoke. Get that in the clip. Hashtag streamers. Hashtag calling show. Hashtag dog speaks.
Derek spoke. Bob Starsky's dog spoke. Pretty cool. Oh, oops. Big up Bob Starsky. That would be funny. Let's take a normal joke everyone knows and then maximum DSPify it. That'd be pretty good. Big ups Bob Starsky. Big ups to Nugs Medallion, who says, big ups dudes, glad to see Meerkat's alive and not dead. I told you he wasn't dead. Also, you could also integrate the scam vet into the goal, maybe. I don't know. Big ups. Okay, so if we get 10 claws back, then we get the blood work. All right, now it's getting elaborate.
Oh, blood work goal.
So like,
for the blood work.
Like a blood bag, and it'll slowly fill up. And then once we fill it up,
once it's filled up, it goes into a test tube and then goes along the processing line.
You can send it to the lab. Yeah.
Then we after that we have the ant poison goal. So every sub, a drop of ant poison goes to Jasper, and then he goes crazy for a second. A lot of options here. A lot of things.
Slowly fix things in the bathroom. Sorry, no action in the bathroom. Fix the shower. Fix the toilet. Fix the sink.
Big ups to Kenneth Douglas again, who says, Steve, any chance we could get fastest for fascist on the vocabulary board? Big ups to that being said, Sav, and everyone in chat. Is that up there?
Yeah, I put it. It is up right outside the frame, but it is there. Yeah, fascist was
fastest.
Wild. Yeah.
Fastest.
Dude, that's incredible. Because this is the guy who, for years, he teased making political content, and he doesn't even know how to say fascist. Dude, come on.
Fastest.
Not good.
Dude, seriously, and it just even that the Peter thing shows like just how politically illiterate he is, because he probably saw like nobody else making that connection and thought, I'll do it. I'll be the one. I'll make this connection, and then it'll be my clip that goes viral, and I'll get loads of attention. And it's like no one's making that connection because they're not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand how to object to that. You know?
I think this has something to do with him mimicking what he's seen. So, for example, he watches one of those channels that do the anti-woke stuff. As much as I agree with him, sometimes they say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And he thinks, how can I be like them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just look at this and analyze it from their perspective. And his idea of their perspective is really basic and bare bones and childish. So he just does that. And it ends up being the PETA segment. That's really why I have complete lack of interest in him doing political stuff or talking about it or whatever, because I already know his politics. I know it's basic as fuck. It's kindergarten level politics, but also he's not talking about video games or movies. He's talking about actual issues that affect people. Yeah. And it just annoys me to watch somebody this illiterate, this basic, bare bones, lobotomized asshole talk about it in such a way.
And what I saw... yeah, go ahead, Gav. You first.
Sorry, I was going to say half the stuff he chooses to talk about too is not political.
No,
like he finds random shit, and because they'll like have someone that's black in it, he'll be like, "Oh my god, this is political. Time for me to be fucking based." Like there was this segment on DS Politics the other day where he just watched a commercial for Jaguar, like the car manufacturer, and it had like some of the people in it were black and some of the people in it were Asian, and he's like, "I can't believe this. Why have they done this?" It was insane. It was fucking crazy.
And the reason like everybody else was objecting to that advert was it was a weird advert and it didn't sort of like show off any cars or convey why a brand was changing or anything. Nothing like that. So it was just like an odd advert out of nowhere. But he's like, you've got black people in it. Right, that must be the issue.
He doesn't look past literally level one.
I agree with you, Steve. I think you said something very on point here. Because the whole ad was just pretentious. It claimed to be like original and interesting and fun, and it just did everything that a bunch of other companies have already done, and people clowned it for that. And he couldn't even read the fucking like quote tweets or the comments under the post to see what people were actually complaining about, so he just manufactured something to be mad about.
Yeah, it's really not hard if you want to recycle the same points everyone else is saying. It's very simple to do if he wanted to do that, but he doesn't. He can't even put that much work in, because like
especially when like 90% of your stuff comes off Twitter anyway.
Yeah,
just keep scrolling.
Look to the answers. All right, everyone seems to agree with that point. I'll say that, but he doesn't. I guess he thinks he has unique points. And the thing I saw from like, let's say the side scroller style people commenting on that PETA ad were like, "Wow, they made a mixed race couple do something bad." It's very rare they do that, right? A mixed race couple is doing something kind of nefarious. You know, they always make sure they're themed in a positive light.
They're presented as evil by PETA. Yeah.
But what does Philip do? Philip says, "Yeah, it's a mixed race. That's not normal." Oh, that's what they're saying. Okay.
Weird.
Yeah. All right, man. That's what you got out of that. All right.
Yeah, but even the donating to food banks stuff that was not political, but somehow he made it like these people are trying to tell you how to donate.
Yeah, that was woke. That was such a fucking reach, man. That was like to start with that too. Anyways, let's move forward positively here. Oddly Insane wants to add that he could see the purchase info for the purchase thing, not just the delivery. Well, that's a little different ball of wax there, Oddly Insane. If you could see the purchase info, that is strange. I would think you don't know exactly how much the other person spent when they buy you a gift, right? I mean, I don't know though. Again, I don't know. Anyways, Christian C says,
you can just look at the product and see how much it costs. So it's not like it's a secret.
True.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Christian C in the house says, how did DSP come up with scheduled time with wife? Well, I'm telling you the truth on this, Christian C. That has been since his time with Leanna. He had scheduled time with Leanna for the weekends. Guys, I'm going to do this with Leanna. Then we have scheduled time. Then we're going to do the next game. And then when they moved in together, he said, we got to get used to having a schedule together. And, I play games and we talk to each other after the game. He has been on schedules since he has been a human being, I think. Since he's wanted to be a real content creator online, but basically I'm a businessman, so I therefore need to have a schedule. And there you go. He lets it control his whole life.
Part of the LARP. It's what adults do. It's what successful business owners do. It's what I'll do.
Yep. Big ups to Capital Go Man 11 says he can have a LAN party with himself. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You can have some other gamers there. Jasper. We can have Hulk, the Tekken trophy. A lot of players are there too. A lot of friends. All right. Sister Anime in the house. We love Sister Anime around here. Come on, Sister Anime.
Big ups, That Being Said podcast. This is Sister Anime. I'm recording this on my way to work. The question that I have for the panel is whether or not you guys have any pet favorite butterfly effect moments from throughout Philip's life. Times where the universe is split and we could have had something dramatically different in our current day. I think the most popular of these that I've heard is when Jaha elected not to kick Philip's teeth down his throat.
That's the biggest.
I think most people would agree that would have humbled him and turned him into something maybe approaching a halfway decent human. My favorite is the Wolverine doll. I think if Linda had just bought that thing for him instead of being fucking stupid, then he could have been outside playing with it on the sidewalk and a truck could have jumped the curb and took him out. Have a great day, guys. And in regards to Snood, don't believe his lies. I know he's over there on Kick gifting subs with my name.
He is.
Peace.
Honestly. Sister Anime, oddly, not to get too deep in the lore here, but there's a Sister Anime imposter on Kick. Where he's dealing, Sister Anime is going through it right now. Anyways, Snood, apparently Snood is in chat. Maybe that is you. I don't know. So what is the butterfly effect, biggest butterfly effect moment in your mind? Sister Anime pointed out two great ones of whether Jaha would punch him or not, or the Wolverine doll. I will push back on the Wolverine doll one because I think there would have been the next thing. There always would be that one thing.
Yeah, there would have been the next toy. It would have been like the N64 or something. Yeah.
And some people said, I saw in chat someone say firing from Sikorsky. I think if he kept doing YouTube as he was, and he started getting enough money, he would have quit Sikorsky himself, honestly. So I don't think that's it either. What could it be? Not trying mobile games, I guess. Not trying a mobile game is be a big one. I don't know. What's your idea? Anyone have anything there?
Yeah. I think I have the mother of all butterfly effects here. It's him meeting side-scroller Craig at whatever the fuck gaming convention he met him. Because if he didn't meet him there and they didn't have a positive relationship, he wouldn't trust him with an interview, and then we wouldn't get the interview.
That's a good one. By the way, Philip did send an email to Craig and said, can I have a panel at your convention? Want to make sure that fact is known. It was not the other way around. Philip had to do that for all of his panels, by the way, is email the location, say, hey, can I have a panel?
That's pretty respectful. You got to get your foot in the door if you're doing something like this.
I only should point that out because in case with the big stars, it's the other way. They reach out to you, but Philip wants you to pretend he was also like the angry video game nerd that was there when that's not exactly the same thing. But anyway, Steve, anyone you have there?
I'm trying to remember who it was. It was either Angela or Faye that he asked to dinner repeatedly. But either one of them, if they hadn't turned him down, we might not have footage of the view from hotel rooms. You know, we might not have years of speculation about where somebody else was. We would have a more healthier, a more normal looking, at least, relationship with the opposite sex. I think
that's a good one. Anything from you, Sav?
I guess what if him and Leanna had never split up and he'd stayed with her? He was such a different person with Leanna, right? We got sexual style humor. He was more outgoing. He left the house. She made him do stuff. She was pretty she was like a more productive member of society than Kat. I think he would be a very different person. I don't think he'd be as stuck up or afraid of women. I wonder. I feel like things would be very different.
Kat is the perfect person to let you be whatever you are and not change in any way, right? Like you can be the biggest shut-in of your life. There's never going to be a pushback from her side, right? It's not going to happen. Phil could say today, I'm not leaving my house anymore. You know what? I'm just going to order everything, and I don't plan on leaving my house the whole year. And Kat would be like, okay. Okay, well,
which is this is a really bad thing to happen to somebody, to be in a relationship with somebody that doesn't make you improve a bit. Not at all. Totally. You can just say whatever the fuck you want, and it's going to be met with zero resistance, and you can just do whatever the hell you want, and it sucks. You need somebody that's going to pull you up, that's going to tell you to get your shit together, and stay based.
That's a butterfly effect.
Yeah.
If OBS hadn't broken that one day, she might not have put on 250 pounds.
That's a good point.
I'm surprised nobody mentioned the camera being on.
It crossed my mind, but I think Philip would not be I think he could be not around anymore if that didn't happen, honestly. Because that's what propelled him into the lolcow he is today, right? I think. Right, I think that's a big part
that
of
might have happened eventually anyway. He's that lazy, and he at the time was probably years afterwards as well, still masturbating in the office. So it was probably going to happen at some point, I think.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. Actually, yeah.
I think honestly, not to get too deep into this, I think honestly finding Kat, someone like Kat, was Philip's one of the luckiest things Philip has ever done. Honestly, because if it was any sort of normal person, right? It would not. He would have to change so much. Have to change his whole life, basically. What? We can't go out to get groceries today. What's wrong with you? We got to get shit. Let's go. but he found that person like her, that is just, it's crazy that he got lucky, so lucky that, imagine not wanting to do anything with your partner at any way, shape, or form. That's crazy. That's exactly what he wants too, So I think that's why there's friction with Pandas, because she wanted to live life, can't have that for doing a streaming.
Oh, there's a glorious clip on one of the retrospectives where someone asks him about, hey, does driving hurt your back and all that stuff? So he gets into it and he says I could drive long distances and there's mountains and a nice area outside of here. And Kat mentioned that she wants to go up to it. So, it's something I can do. And I thought, she's never gotten that. 40 minutes, a 40-minute drive, and they're in this really nice mountainous area near Renton and just outside of Seattle or whatever. And it's none of that, nothing. Why is that such a difficult thing? Just going out for a walk in a nice place with your wife. She'll never go.
I would like to add, this is free, by the way. It doesn't cost money to do that. It's not a honeymoon. You can just do that.
Nina, I want to be clear on that. I don't mean lucky as in it's a good thing for him. I mean, it's the best option for what Philip wants, is what I'm saying. That's how he got lucky. Yeah. It's not good for his life at all, but for his own narcissistic hermit-style lifestyle, he found the right one. He was lucky to find that. From his perspective, yeah. That's what I mean, yeah. It's not a good thing.
Like a perfect enabler.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, big ups to, let's go Reverend Tillywink, the man with the banjo. Come on.
Hi, that being said. I was listening to an old episode of the podcast, and ALT was talking about a story about how Phil had a guy on the inside working at Panda Express who would call him up and let him know.
True statement, yep.
The food was fresh.
Yep.
And I lost my mind because that's a ridiculous thought.
Legitimately true. In case anyone doesn't know, Philip tells a story of he had someone working at Panda when he worked at the yogurt shop, and they would call him. Court, yeah, they would call him when Panda Express was fresh. They just got a new orange chicken drop. Come on, Philip. And then that's the Suey, Suey! And Philip comes walking. Oh, yeah. Almost there. Coming on. Anyways, that's a true statement from Philip.
Food was fresh. And I lost my mind because that's a ridiculous thought that you would bother to take phone calls with somebody so they could tell you that your orange chicken was at its best. I was also surprised. That was the first time I heard of that. So my question is there anything in the Phil universe that you find to be really funny and you're surprised doesn't have as much groundswell, if you want to call it? I can't believe I never heard that before. It's so funny. So yeah, let me know.
That's a good question. So what do you think is doesn't get enough, let's say, digital ink, doesn't get enough headlines that you think should have? Any ideas come to mind? Go ahead, Steve. Looks like you got one.
Jamie. The 14-year-old girls in the malls.
Yes.
And the measurement.
Honestly, yeah.
Those things, they're all ridiculous, and I feel like there should be more common knowledge.
Yeah, so Jamie Austin walked in on Philip masturbating. It's a confirmed story. He's mentioning Steve is mentioning there, and Philip said after we're done chasing the 14, we can only chase the 14-year-olds around the mall for so long. Then we're going to look for things to do. And what was the other one? The one you mentioned was and of course measuring penis with a receipt. Obviously, all these are true statements that happened online. Meerkat, any in your mind though?
I want to go last on this one. Let me think about it a little bit.
Go ahead. Kind of Sav, anything in your mind?
It's so hard on the spot. I feel like there are always things where I'm thinking we don't talk about this enough.
I'm trying to think of mine too. I'm kind of letting you guys answer so I can think of mine.
There was a comment that I think you might find relevant.
Yes.
You might appreciate. ALT, Monkey Spank should be a more common nickname.
Monkey Spank. Well, to be fair though, Monkey Spank is literally 2 forum posts. But he was called that on SRK as well, so that is funny. Monkey Spank is a classic. And what makes it funny is Philip said, the only way you can call me Monkey Spank now is jokingly, after he did good in a tournament. So very normal. I'm wondering what it does not get enough play.
The 10 list as well. The manifesto.
Oh, manifesto. Yeah, the manifesto. Yeah,
amazing.
That's a great one. I think Jaha stuff that gets a lot of knowledge. Everyone knows about the Jaha stuff. I would say people that don't know or don't keep themselves in the lore, believe Philip is a normal human being operating a household, but really he's not when he leaves his house once a week, legitimately. That's not a normal behavior, right? And you have to get in there to the lore to kind of know that. But I think if people like just watching DSP who heard that, it'd be like, well, are you serious? Like, yeah, that's honestly how he lives his life. But it's not that big a deal. It's not that consequential, honestly, to lolcal dumb.
His idea for like physical activity is pretty funny. I was just remembering when he would say that going to Costco counted as a workout, like once a week Costco trip, because you're walking. Is that when he said motion, motion, motion? Constantly walking. You're lifting up, flats of sodas or water or whatever. And he would do it once a week, and that was he genuinely believes that's comparable to like a gym session.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's pretty amazing. I might be mixing him up with Amberlynn ALT. You'll have to confirm this for me.
Yeah,
but I feel like he also had. I feel like he also had a walking to the mailbox.
He did. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was worried that I was mixing this up with Amberlynn because Amberlynn has done and said that exact same thing, that walking to the mailbox is
a workout,
a form of exercise, strenuous exercise. But the difference is Phil's not a 600-pound woman.
Yes. Yeah. So Amberlynn walked to the tree walk.
At some point, I remember this bitch ass saying, "I'm working out." It literally said this, and his workout was going to the mailbox and back. Like he's fucking 70 years old, or 400 pounds.
Guys, like no idea how many times he has described taking shopping from the car to his condo as strenuous physical exercise when talking about his back when he lived in Connecticut. It's so much.
It's crazy too because he claims to have, there's all the claims of him being jacked back in the day, high school, college, whatever.
Pecs.
Talking about pumping iron and taking supplements and doing all that. But the thing is, like, if you had that exposure to like the fitness world and what it's like to go to a gym, how can you say that walking to a mailbox or going to Costco are strenuous exercise that counts as like a gym session? It's crazy.
Remember, he stood up and sat down and said, "See, I'm not out of breath." See? Now what? Take that, haters, fucking trolls. You're coping.
Wet fucked. Yeah.
To his credit, he also did 25 push-ups off camera, and he wasn't even winded. Imagine the physical condition of this man. He's ripped as fuck. You just don't get to see it.
And another one, he said, about the calves thing. He said, leg day was easy for me. I walked out of there and it felt like I didn't even do anything at the gym, which means you didn't work out then, right, sir? Because no matter how strong you are, you keep putting weight up there, it's going to get hard, right? But he definitely worked out.
Again, claims to have been jacked, doesn't know how to like find an appropriate weight to work out with at the gym.
Do you remember when he'd be like bragging with Bunke about like how much he exercised, and he'd be like, "I was on the exercise bike for like an hour, top speed." There was all that stuff as well.
Yeah, he said. He said he did a treadmill for an hour, top speed, like just saying stuff. Like top speed on the treadmill for an hour,
like sprinting for an hour straight.
That's what even Gout
bike as well. Yeah,
Gout can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And he's a real trained athlete.
That's
he
amazing.
Just says stuff.
Really.
He just says stuff.
Anyways, that's lift for an hour and a half.
Well, it shows he has no frame of reference to know that that's ridiculous, right?
No, he has no clue about it, but he just says stuff that he thinks is impressive, and you're gonna believe it because some of his audience
been in a gym once in high school. That's what it is. Been in a gym once during like a physical education lesson.
They made it.
Like
for gym class.
Yeah. And that's it. I'm a bodybuilder now. I know everything. I know all about weights now. Yep.
That kind of reminds me of the way that Hulk Hogan lies. At least Hulk Hogan is Hulk Hogan. He is like actually one of the greatest wrestlers ever. And Darkside Phil is just the guy that jerked off once, and now people making fun of him.
Yeah, the last point on this. Philip says going to the mailbox is a workout. Would you then say walking around the mall is a workout, right? I mean, same thing. That's what Philip is saying. I'm a mall walker, and therefore respect my workouts, guys. I work out. Come on. Get over it. You guys are so coping.
That's got to be more than to your mailbox, surely.
Oh, yeah,
your mailbox is like at the bottom of your garden.
I Run the House says, should we be glad he's replacing his noisemaker? He doesn't use that thing anymore, really, does he? Though. When's the last time you seen that puppy, that red sound box?
You're talking about the handheld little thing.
The hand one.
I think it died. Didn't he kill it?
Okay, there we go. So it's over. Fuck it.
I think it shit out. Yeah.
Big ups, Pope.
I think he's going to be worse once the Stream Deck's set up because it's just going to be so easy for him to press a button and something will happen.
Worse than RTU, man. He's going to fucking put
yeah.
applause sound on there. He's going to applause every time he felts the trolls. It's going to be RTU all over again.
And then look at yourself in the camera. Okay, got it? Okay. Yeah. Anyways, fuck you. Yeah. Phil Spencer, you are an idiot mouth drooler. Look at the camera. Yeah. Anyways, Jay Wuso says, Mr. President, DSP has suspended the streak. Mr. President, DSP has suspended the streak. Careful. Pope Super Kame
second streak
Jizzler.
had just begun.
Yeah, the second streak is now beginning. Pope Super Kame Jizzler says, that is wild. I'm not holding anyone accountable. You know damn well if a whale drops by and he hits the goal, he will add the stream to the streak. Yeah, so it's the no risk streak, the best kind. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
King Eagles 29 says we need to do blood work for Jasper. All right, well, I'll work on it. I promise at the very least, by the next time we have That Being Said show, I will have the reclawing available, okay? The reclawing. Blood work will be next down the line. There's only one step at a time. Lotion Up says, Tevin did a cat's Ozempic goal. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to do it, too. That's one way to do it. Big ups, Tevin. Shoutouts, Tevin. Infidel
the best
Castro.
part is, I don't know if chat can see this, but just out of the frame, ALT's cat is like really going for it.
He's kind of, I'm done with this talking stuff. All right. Infidel Castro says, what if Cat doesn't need OBS help? What if Cat didn't need OBS help? And that's a big one, too. That's a good one. Valeria Almeida. Oh, go ahead. Please, there, Cat.
I think eventually he would have found a girl that is the equivalent of Cat, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You know, that fulfills the same purposes with the same needs.
Yes. I mean, he was on the hunt for that stretch of months.
He's looking for,
Yeah. So, Valeria
Maybe
Almeida.
would have gotten one that could cook.
Maybe. At least that'd be,
And she knocks up a great peanut butter cake. I'll have you know. Perfectly moist.
If Phil had never watched WB as a kid, his life would have been very different, I think. And that could be. However, they make a lot of mobile games and a lot of different fucking themes. You know what I mean? So if he's into whatever the fuck you're into, you can find a mobile game for you, right? You can find a mobile game for you. Big Ups Hoskew says, Phil's biggest workout in the last decade is finishing a grocery shop, abandoning his cart, doing one set of shoulder shrugs, and shopping all over again. Big Ups Hoskew. That is correct. That's the full workout rundown. Greedo the Green says he's a tippy-toe walker. He can't run on a treadmill. And do you think Cat freaks out when there's people there? Why would you lock her in a bedroom with Jasper? And that is a great point. Philip did admit to this. I don't know if you heard this.
He locked her in the bedroom
because they didn't want to leave Jasper alone. Right? That's what they're saying.
What?
Yes.
But he throw Jasper in a room for hours anyway.
So why they wanted Cat to be there too to take care of him.
Wait,
oh my God!
What's up with that? Can you give me a rundown of what this actually is?
Okay,
so was this for delivery or something?
The fan style installation, the first one. Okay, when the guy came, Jasper hates new people, so they put him in a room. Locked him in a bedroom, but they didn't want him to be alone, so Cat was also locked in the bedroom for that. So.
No,
I'm just
fucking retards, man. I can't. These people are so gone.
I'm just telling you the facts.
You cannot meet this man in case you say something to her. Yeah.
So Cat,
the same as like how the cat might try to run out while the door's open. The contractor's coming in and out, leaves the door open. Cat might run out.
She might slip in a piece of paper, like
smell the fresh air and Rarity style. Get the fuck out of there.
Very much serial killer actions there, right? There's going to be some people coming today. You're going to be locked up for that. I don't want to hear anything.
It's red flag. It sends up red flags, In any other relationship, you would be like, right, okay, there's something there we need to deal with.
Fuck me. I'm actually surprised nobody mentioned the whole thing about him walking on his tippy toes so his legs can be ripped as fuck.
Yes.
Which also... I'm just saying, from what I learned on the internet, which is a very reliable source of information,
yes,
that might be him having autism. I guess. But then again,
Some-
everything might be him having autism.
It's
Some
also
say.
a sign of bad posture.
That
Just,
could be
you know,
too.
it's a result of that as well. And
Yeah.
There
he's
you go.
spent 15 years without proper back support. So
I'll give you the three-prong
Sure.
plan here. Tiptoe walking, schedules, and not understanding any social cues of any kind. You can take with those three-prong plans however you wish. Next up, let's do one more messages, then we should get out of here. Let's go to the one, the only, the RS. Come on. I'll play another one.
What's up? That being said, with all of Phil's current retconning during the King arc, I wanted to ask what everyone's favorite Phil retcon is and what we think his next retcon will be. Big ups.
Okay, my favorite, I'll do it quick, is the super crazy one that happened in the same video. He said, I never struck any channels down. And then at the end of the video, he says, I struck that in error. Sounds like really cool. That took about 10 minutes. Leg scratch is a great one. I don't want to steal any more, though. What do you think, Sav? I'll go to you first this time.
I love the leg scratch. I also
Yes.
love years of him saying that reaction content is mouth drooling, lame brain, low IQ content. These idiots just make it because it's easy and simple.
Yeah.
Only to just a few years later make a whole channel dedicated to reactions.
Go ahead, Steve.
well, I think that interview went great. Don't you, Craig?
Yeah. Oh my God, that one is so good.
Awesome.
I think it was very fair.
He did not. You want to add to the autism rhetoric here? Like, this guy didn't know that he did anything wrong or looked bad until like an
Yeah.
hour later when his chat told him, "Hey, they kind of made you look bad." He thought he looked good. He thought it went well until he read the chat. He really did. He was very pleased.
To be fair, so did Prince Andrew, though, after his interview with a BBC News reporter that's since been described as a car crash interview. So yeah, I think it's more of an element of narcissism there. But, you know.
You guys loved it.
Yeah,
went great.
that's John Bono has a good point. His chat after the interview was literally saying, like, "Are you okay? That didn't go so well."
Yeah.
So, like, what are you guys talking about? Huh? Well, great. It was very fair. Big
And
up
I
to
think,
yeah, go ahead.
unless I'm wrong, he also messaged Craig afterwards telling him that he thinks it went great, but
Yes.
his audience didn't think it went great.
That was exactly what he said. Yeah, I think it
Yep.
went well, but my
Next-
audience is saying they were worried how it went. Go ahead, Sav. Sorry.
Only took till the next morning for him to come on fucking fuming about it.
Uh-huh.
Like a total anger stream, just fucking coping and seething about how Craig set him up and it was all a big ruse and they all made him look bad. And
Yeah, and he realized they're not going to do the Mario Kart playtime. He realized they're not going to be like, oh yeah, everything DSP says is
Shit,
definitely
eh?
true. In that, remember the wrestling podcast he did? I know Meerkat, you weren't there for that.
Smart
But Steve,
guys, yeah.
no, before the one he did with the guy from the Real Wrestling Show. The what's it called? The Real guys.
The Desert Island Graps with Tom Campbell.
There's a
from
moment in there
Cultaholic.
too when he realized like they're not buying my bullshit here, are they? And it kind of like goes downhill from there. The saltiness. I think he thought Craig was also just gonna take all the bullshit and agree with it. Yeah.
Can somebody give me a recap of what actually happened in that? Because I saw it happen and I was like, yeah, those people from Cultaholic are a bunch of fucking cucks. They're not gonna press him on
You're
anything.
Wrong again, Meerkat.
Yeah.
They pressed him on shit. They talked about wrestling for about 10 minutes, and the rest was asking about questions about WB champions, his bankruptcy.
Really?
What else did they ask?
Yeah.
Oh God,
Oh,
it's
God,
worth
yeah. Yeah.
Watch. We
It's
watched
worth
the whole
watching.
episode.
Watch this.
Yeah. We have
Wow.
we did a react to it. Me and Steve on here, and it was
With King Jad. Yeah.
way better than you think. Way better than you think. And it was all about W champions. Like that's the maximum of what
Wow.
the main topic
Yeah.
Did he
was
get
W
mad?
champions.
Like, how did he respond?
He noticed. You could see him get uncomfortable. It's like, oh, we're talking about this, and then he wants to roll with it because this was the beginning of the King arc, right? So everyone loves me now, so I don't care. But he definitely gets a little bit uncomfortable and then goes for it. You know, Tolomeo interview is good too. If you haven't seen that one, Meerkat, that's worth it as well.
Oh, that one's
Yeah, that one's good.
awesome. Underrated.
Yeah, and we thought.
And the June one.
Really, the only one that was bad was Keemstar because Keemstar was trying to get him on Lolcow Live. That's the one that sucks.
that
They're
shit.
just
I
sucking each
remember
other
that
off the whole
shit.
time.
Yeah,
It was
Awful.
so fucking bad. Because you know exactly why Keemstar agreed to do this, and he was
Yep.
pressing until the very end, and DSP was just giving him a pre-stream and sucking his
Yep.
balls. After calling him, he basically fucking called him like the devil
Yes.
for years before, for the last 2 years. that guy who's making blood money by exploiting people. You know what? I'm going to have him on my show. And now we're friends. Very nice.
Yep. And it was just about they really want Philip to go on Lolcow Live, and I don't think anything's going to happen between Boogie, Wings, and DSP until they go on Lolcow Live, honestly. But, because
anybody
you got to pay back.
Actually know what is going on with that show? I'm going to look it up right now.
I saw there's a Lolcow Queens Twitter account was opened. I don't know who's part of the Queens, though. I don't know who could be there.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think,
naked and
I feel like I got a solid handle on the Lolcow style women, and I just can't picture any of them going on there. I don't even think Amberlynn would know who Keemstar. Oh, I think H3 talks about Keemstar, so her impression.
Yeah, she knows who he is.
Probably negative. Cause she's a big H3 fan, right?
Yeah, she knows all about that. I would say who could you the girl the King Cobra girl, naked and whatever.
Naked and laughing.
She's too unhinged. She's too unhinged to do a podcast with. So Foodie Beauty, she might do it. I guess.
I don't think she would do it. I don't think she would.
She doesn't want to admit being a Lolcow too. Yeah, she has that thing just like Philip does, the we're not Lolcows thing. When they really are.
Yeah, she's fucking out there.
You really are. Big ups to McDonald and Parallelogram Yosef.
Cultaholic thing in chat, by the way.
Yes, go check that out. It's a great episode. Awesome. Big ups to Parallelogram Yosef and McDonald for the sticker style donations. Joe Dub says, remember he didn't want to get to go return the fan because Kat would have been alone with the worker. Correct, Joe Dub as well. He did not want to return the fan because he didn't want to leave the house with the worker installing the fan, but Kat was still there. And he said, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave her. I own the house.
What the fuck?
Yes, there you go.
But there's this whole thing that makes me really confused, which is Kat as incapable and straight up retarded as DSP is explaining her to be, or he's just explaining her wrong? But this whole thing makes me think that he doesn't trust her with pretty much anything. She can't go to the store by herself. She can't stay alone with a fucking random guy by herself. It's like, how bad is it? That's what I want to know.
Okay. I'm not putting on any armor here. I will say this. Phil ensures she stays in the place she is, if you know what I mean. So is she, I would definitely agree she's not a normal human being in terms of social capabilities, let's say, and life-living capabilities. But Philip does his fucking best to make sure she stays right there, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, a lot, if you ever seen her content, it's very, you can see a lot of things from it and how her actions are. She's very, let's just say her personality is not of what you would expect from a normal mid-20s-year-old person.
She's very special.
She is very special, and I will say that. She's very special, and you could tell it very clearly she is special. But there's ways that can, someone said she cheated on Subaru Man. I do not want to make any assumptions about any groups of people, but autistic people can be talked into things they don't even want to do, and it's very easy. And and that's something that can happen. So just don't think because she cheated, she has this active personality. Actually, it's the opposite. You can be talked into whatever you want to do if you're autistic. Anyways, I think Philip is making sure, you're like this. This is the things you can do, and being in the house by yourself is not one of them. You know what I mean? But
there is also the aspect of. Go on, Sam.
Sorry, I was just gonna say he's always told stories to make her sound as dumb as possible, though, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's the story of the broken vacuum. There's the time that she couldn't steam Chinese buns, so she baked them.
Yes.
Like, he just makes her out to be a complete mouth-drooling retard. It's fucking insane.
Yes.
Like, he just wants her to sound really dumb. Like, can you imagine if your husband, like, you're married and your partner speaks about you like that? I'd be fucking pissed. Like, who does that? Just say the vacuum is broke. The vacuum is broken, not cat broke. Like, it's not relevant context, is it? You don't have to throw them under the bus like that. It doesn't matter. But he just goes out of his way to throw her under the bus.
Yeah, but I think he does this out of 100% sense of narcissism because nothing can ever be his fault. So when the vacuum cleaner, quote unquote, breaks, someone needs to have broken it.
Yes.
And that's going to be Kat because there's two people in that house, and Jasper everybody knows he can't break a vacuum cleaner unless he tries really hard with those lack of claws. So yeah, everything gotta be Cat's fault, and he's making her look like the most worthless, useless person ever, and it's not in his favor.
And he doesn't even. I think he's right. I don't think he knows how bad it makes her look either, because he doesn't have the social skills to realize that either, though. You know what I mean?
He's not displaying the empathy for it.
Yeah.
But it is what Meerkat said. It's because something is broken. I didn't do it. I can't have done it. I can't admit to it being why this thing doesn't work anymore. The only other person in the house is my wife, so it's her fault. She's broken the car, the fans, the washer dryer, the shower. The shower won't turn off. The garbage disposal. Basically, whenever something is broken in that house, it's blamed on her. Even the fact that the Christmas decorations didn't get put up, that was her.
That was her fault. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, though? Like, ALT is very on the ball when he says it's about Phil wants to dictate what her story is, right? So, I mean, we even saw it in the brief collab moment earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
I always think of when, maybe this is my underrated moment. I love this. Kat, so I'm one of the insane people that watches all of Slayer's Patreon reacts. I love it. I can't get enough of things. I can't get enough. There's something so fucking awesome about watching Phil watch K-pop against his will for an hour. It's awesome. I really recommend it. It's so fucking underrated. But I can tell you this. He constantly mentions in those videos, I've heard this song because my wife listens to a lot of K-pop. Kat listens to K-pop playlists all the time. Oh, I've heard this one. Like, it'll always be the bigger K-pop song, BTS and whatever. But then there was that collab stream where someone specifically did a Q&A about, Kat, what's your favorite K-pop? And he interrupts. He wants to be the first one to answer. He goes, oh, Kat doesn't listen to K-pop.
Like,
and
what?
I remember watching that live and being like, that's a fucking load of bullshit. He goes, yeah, Kat doesn't listen to K-pop. And she goes, yeah, no, I don't listen to K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry?
Yeah. The anime thing.
Crazy. It's
the
crazy.
anime thing stuck out for me.
Yeah. Anime games? There's literally her like playthrough that her only playthrough I've watched was Persona 5. What are you talking about? She doesn't like anime style games.
When she
That's
first
like 200 hours of anime style game.
When she first when they did the first or second like co-op stream after she just moved in, and they're like, oh yeah, we like a lot of anime. I like a lot of anime and all that stuff. And then, for I think it was Grand Theft Auto, might have been another game, but he gets asked about what anime have you watched recently, and he's like, oh no, we've not been watching anime we watched recently. My wife doesn't really like it. And then when she's on like the last stream, someone asks, what's your favorite anime? And he's like, oh no, I don't like anime. And it's like, you have beaten that out of her, not physically, but you have ground her down by shitting on her choices every time you've had the chance. Like, you might be there watching, we watch on Netflix. Oh, I'm in the mood for a bit of anime. Oh, I'm not really in the mood for anime, but all right, Oh, which one do you want to pick? Oh, I'll pick this one because I like, no, God, I don't like when they're set in a high school. Oh, God, you're not watching this. Look, it's just fan service. And gradually, over the course of months or years, it's beaten out of her. So she doesn't like it anymore. She likes what Phil likes now because that's just an easier way of getting through life.
Mm-hmm.
It shuts him up, it stops him complaining, it stops him slagging you off.
Exactly.
So,
and I would think I would think of it as more of a subtle passive aggressive thing. Like you said, he's walking in the room, she's watching anime, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're watching anime again! Oh my God!" And he's not like overtly telling her that it's, I don't know, he doesn't like it or it's cringe, but he gets the point across that it's not something to be liked in this household.
Yeah, and when you have nowhere else to go, you don't want to make endless friction with the place you're living in, right? It's kind of like, all right, okay, I got nowhere else to go. What am I supposed to do? So I'll put up with it. I guess I don't like that anymore. She, not saying this is always comparable, but she literally had samurai swords, guys. She was pretty into the whole Japan style stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now
she
what?
had a fucking gun. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
A bunch of dildos, apparently.
Yep, she bought them. Yeah.
Well, that was anyway, okay, we're not doing the police report rundown. That was all stuff in the police report.
Let's do that.
Whip it out. Bring it up.
I whipped it out a few hours ago, Sav. Anyways, NWO News says, I find it funny that he's had this intense fear and hatred of Keemstar and Keem, while Keem was literally a teddy bear to him. And yes, Keemstar just said whatever the fuck he wanted to make sure Phil thought of him favorably in hopes of getting him on a Lolcow Live. That's just my opinion. Would you agree with that, Meerkat? That's what Keem was doing on that interview?
Absolutely, yes. That whole thing is really embarrassing to watch because it's just Keem sitting there listening to a pre-stream, and in the end, in the end, he gives him the opportunity. He tries to plug in the lolcow live, and DSP shoots it down.
Yeah,
and then you can see Keemstar's heart just breaking because this whole hours that he spent with him, it was just useless because now he's not gonna come on. And I think at some point DSP also gave him the price tag of $50,000 to appear on the lolcow live podcast, which is like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Mm-hmm.
And a penny.
Yep, and a penny.
And a penny.
Very funny, hilarious joke.
Oh,
hilarious,
okay.
funny joke.
Yeah. The penny is for Destiny.
Hampter says, with Chris Chan being trans, maybe him on lolcow on the Queens thing. I don't think so. I don't think so. Hampter.
Chris Chan isn't trans. It doesn't come from a place of gender dysphoria. It comes from not having success with straight women and thinking I might have a better chance with lesbians. Fuck Chris Chan for that. Sorry.
Unknown Drifter says, 2 regards LARPing as adults, and I say it's a reality show of putting 2 elementary schoolers into a house and they have to live there. What would happen? And it wouldn't be that so much different than what we see right now. Everything's breaking. Nothing
there
gets
was
fixed.
a series here that did that.
It's why I wanted Mike Klum's documentary so bad. I wanted a glimpse into their life, you know? Like, speaking of Phil telling stories to try to make Kat sound stupid, there was that story maybe a year ago now where he was talking about how he was late or he had a chaotic morning because Kat, she cut her foot. She stepped on like some random debris that was just on the ground. Like, why do you just have random sharp debris on the ground? So she had some kind of foot laceration. They had to tend to it. And that's why I wanted a glimpse in their house so bad. Because like, what the fuck? If I look at my floor, like what's on there that's going to cut my foot? I don't think that's normal. What the fuck is the state of your house?
Yeah.
And this is the spot on the sofa where where she spilled hot noodles on her, scalded her legs.
Yeah. Yep. Burnt broken glass everywhere.
Ant poison that was literally, he said, left out for over a year, just sitting there in the kitchen. That's not a normal behavior to just leave out a poison for a year.
Substance. When you have a cat,
And think about, you have shit laying around that can cut your foot, apparently, supposedly, right? That's pretty intense.
Yeah, no, and remember his solution too. Now it's all coming back. His solution to the debris on the ground was to buy cat slippers.
Yeah, don't sweep it.
To buy literal FPE.
Don't sweep it. And just put out slippers, Annie. It's pretty simple.
Sorry, PPE, not FPE. Oh my god, I got to work on the brain. PPE got fucking PPE on to walk around your living room so you don't cut your foot open.
Who's poppin' says Phil speaking for Cat is a massive red flag. I think it's very telling when. Oh, I'll handle that, honey. I'll answer the question.
You don't have to answer that, babe.
Yep.
Baby, don't worry about that.
I don't want you to say too much. I don't want you to share too much of your personality here, guy. I'll handle it. So what they're really asking is, what's your favorite Skyrim quest? And the question was really like, what's your favorite memory of your life? Okay, or something. Anyways, Ricky Spanglish says, bigger potato, Cat or Mama JF? And rest in peace, allegedly. Mama JF. Who's Mama JF?
I know who JF is, but Mama JF? Hold on.
Hang on, we'll get back to you on that.
Hold on, I'm going to do some
James
research on this.
That's the only thing JF.
Open JF? Google Images.
Yep.
Oh, Mama JF looking like a MILF.
Oh.
I don't know what she did, but definitely her compared to Kat.
Oh, why does she look familiar? Who is that?
Oh, is this JF's wife that went missing? Just
Mama
actually
JF missing
vanished?
for 3 months. Holy fuck. What the fuck am I looking?
Yeah. This
and
is the person that went missing.
That he killed her or something?
Yes. Yeah. A lot to unpack there. That's on next week's show.
What the?
Allegedly murdered by JF. Allegedly. We don't know. Yes. But a lot of people saying bigger potato was the question. We'll abstain from answering. Yeah, we'll abstain from answering that, Ricky Spanglish.
I don't know. Is she a potato or is she a dead woman?
That's, well...
Okay, I guess the final verdict from me is Mama JF, if she is alive.
Yes.
If not, then Cat.
Okay, there we go. Big up. See you later, Mimsy. We're finishing soon, Mimsy. Do not worry. Who's Poppin' says, Kat is a victim. Living with Phil has ruined her. And, I mean, she was of the capability, she was of the predisposition to be ruined, of course. People with a stronger will or mental capacity could have fought it, but I don't think she had the capability to fight it. And now we're doing that.
But then again, there's a huge question mark.
Yeah,
that has never been answered, which is what is going on with Kat? Why is she so fat and disgusting? And she used to not be like that. So I don't know. That's a big mystery.
Well, food is often a coping method for a lot of people.
Yeah, it could also be medication or whatever the fuck. Who knows? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
So
Phil and Kat know.
Yeah, that is true.
When your
unless
options
we get what is actually happening, we will never know.
When your options for food are from DoorDash, I mean, you're going to gain weight, right? I mean, there's no way around that. If your every dinner option is fucking DoorDash, right? She can't even go shopping for herself. Phil won't let her do that. Phil's got to do the shopping. She stays home. I'm not sure could she do that herself? Who knows? Anyways. LR in the house saying, what if Kat is Slayer and tipping him is the only way she can get him to participate? That's good.
That's my new favorite Theo theory. That's incredible. I'm a big Slayer fan. I really appreciate that.
And NW
so headcanon now. She gave up on Japan and
thought, well, I'm fully in. I'm fully bought in.
NWO News says autism is unconfirmed. The mentally ill can't buy guns. Yes, but the only reason we know that gun exists is from that friend that was saying very mean things to Subaru Man because he was abusive to her. She also said things like a high schooler would, saying like, "Yeah, we're going to the sex toy store. She doesn't need you anymore." Yeah, it's a lot of this kind of thing, you know. It's not
allegedly. Allegedly, a guy with a Connecticut number told that guy to kill himself.
Yes. So
you hate to see it.
You know.
Okay. Yeah. As a non-American, I might be wrong about this, but I think that you could get around laws about that by going to a place where guns are, shown. Maybe some sort of gun show. Do you remember that?
I think the gun show. I know the gun show.
That's the one. Yeah,
that's the only one I know is the gun show. Anyways, big ups to Joe Dub who says, "Remember, honey, don't answer the door for anybody." Oh, that's rule number one. That's written. There's a stop sign on the front door, so she doesn't open it. Stop, honey. Don't go there.
I can imagine how things in their household is like he briefs her on things like there's people actually having the condo under siege, like they're outside already, and he's giving her all the protocols.
There's going to be like a flowchart taped to the front door. So it's like, is this a delivery driver? Yes or no? Were you expecting this package? Yes or no? Were we expecting DoorDash? Yes or no? If so, open door or,
does he have the delivery package man garb on? Yes or no?
Is this a detractor?
Is his skin color darker than this? If yes, ignore. All right, my friends, that'll do it for today's show. What a show. A lot of fun today. We had a lot of fun. 2 shows in 2 days. You love this. You are loving this. You are not coping and seething today. I promise it. Kinda Sav, where can we check you out if we want to check you out more on your stuff online? I got to be very clear on that. Checking out your stuff online, where can we see it?
You can check me out on Twitter or Twitch.
There we go. Here is the Twitch link for Kinda Sav. What can we expect to see on your Twitch, please?
Oh my god, a bunch of random bullshit. I kind of just log on there and do whatever the fuck I want. So I've been playing Astrobot, but I don't know why, but I've ended up watching all 3 DS Politics on stream. It's horrible.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. I do a bunch of random shit on there. I set up my Christmas tree on stream yesterday.
Ooh! Did you talk about the trolls and haters while doing it the whole time?
I fucking felted him so bad.
That is the scientifically confirmed way of doing stuff best on the internet, is just doing whatever the fuck you want. So people go check out Kinda Sav in the description below and subscribe or become a member or whatever the fuck. Just do that.
Thanks.
Do it. Steve, any final words for the beautiful people out there today?
I just want to thank everybody who's donated to the Claws for Paws
Thank
goal.
you.
It's much appreciated. Thank
I
you.
will. I promise you.
Get
I'll
down on
do
my
it.
hands and knees.
I promise you I'll make it happen before next show. Meerkat, any final words for the beautiful people out there?
Yes, this week I'm gonna have a bunch of streams, hopefully, because I'm off work. I took some holiday days. So yeah, stay tuned for some shit that you know to expect from me. And yeah, big ups for watching. Thanks.
Big ups. Also, me and Sav will be recording our first ever Amberlynn style content. So that should be out Monday or Tuesday. I'll do my best, but that'll be coming out early in the week. You're all fucking legends. You'll be redirected to Detractor Beam to watch the pre-stream today, I believe. Unless you're doing it, Meerkat, I'll redirect to you. But are you doing it today?
I'm not doing it, but
okay.
Tractor Beam, there's Tevin doing it. There's plenty of people you can go to if you're looking for that kind of stuff. So make sure to do that.
There you go. All right, guys. See you later. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Tevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Tevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Tevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Tevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
That guy that I'm living with is gonna, yell at me